is January 2026, and the current time is 8:18 p.m. Please be aware that the Institute is currently out of all sodium-based snow melters for the foreseeable future, as sodium reserves have been reallocated to food and food preservation efforts at the Institute. We are currently working on capturing an entire Himalayan mountain for a more sustainable source of sodium. Though progress is ongoing, it is slow. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
Whoa, I thought the game was open. Hello? Oh, hey, there we go. Good evening, Carms. Are you hearing like a small buzzing sound by any chance? Can someone tell me if they're hearing something small? Because my audio thingy says that there's some kind of noise happening out of my desktop audio, and I have no idea what it is. I don't know if it's actually the game, but maybe you're not hearing anything. Fan? It can't be the fan. This microphone can't pick up. Literally, I've set up so that it cannot pick up the fan. I don't know. Maybe it's the game. It's really odd. Maybe it is the game. Maybe it's just like super quiet and we just don't hear it. Anyways, comrades, good evening. How are all of you doing on this fine Tuesday? Hopefully you're all having a good time and not suffering like I am. I am cold and I am hungry and I am consuming an unholy amount of sodium and soup over the past couple days because I am just perpetually in need of something to consume because of the stupid oral surgery thing, which has at least mostly fixed itself. Although if I talk too much, I feel the reverberations where the teeth used to be, and it's really, really weird, and I don't like that feeling. So at least for the earliest part about this stream, I'm going to be trying to talk without moving my mouth too much, if that makes any sense, because holy cow, like when I talk, I don't know if it's a timbre in my voice or whatever it is, but I can feel like the reverberation of my own speaking through where the teeth were extracted, and it's a very, very odd feeling. It's not comfortable, I'll tell you that much. And I found it earlier because I was singing in my car as I was driving, and I just could feel it, and it just did not feel comfortable to sing, and it was such an odd, strange feel, and I did not like that. So that's kind of where we're at. Anyways, how are all of you doing, comrades? Good evening. Welcome to Rimworld, our favorite wacky-tacky game of science and industry, and also look at our very weird brick of a ship that I'm trying to slowly but surely expand bit by bit. We just don't have the resources to make it any bigger, but it'll get bigger in due time. You can also just buy a pawn straight up if you want, son. You don't have to use the queue. You're allowed to buy in if you so desire. That is an option that I have allowed for this run. Anyways, who else is here? Also, hello, son, and congrats to Krusty for being first. Hi, Krusty and Xanth and Zoingo, and I think that's everyone who said something in chat so far, right? So, I have been slowly reintroducing softer foods into my diet again, so I've been able to eat some chicken and obviously a lot of pasta and fish, and probably after this stream I'm going to be heating up a cup of macaroni and cheese and eating that too, because I bought like a 12-pack of those things from Costco the other day, because good god, Costco is a wonderful place. If you've never been to a Costco, you should go visit a Costco. Those things are a wonderful place of just whatever you need you will find, is all I'm going to say. Anyways, so our current goal today, if you don't remember, is here's our ship. We're slowly expanding it, but what we don't have is we don't have access to enough grav-light panels. So we're going to go to the quest, which is an ancient garrison or something over here, an ancient reactor, and we're going to go over there to get the grav core. However, it's a little bit of a distance away from us, and we might not be able to make it there in one jump. So if we can make it in one jump, we're going to try to jump to another one of these nodes. We do have an okay amount of food to last us until then, but we can't be waiting around forever, because there's food, there's animals here, but you're not really gonna get a lot of meat out of, crows and sparrows and, bluebirds. Like, the birds are going to be very little amounts of food. That's all it is. Cheese, I would love cheese right now, honestly. I would not mind a nice cheese bread type thing. One of my favorite things I used to eat is I will take like a Hawaiian roll and just put like a slice of American cheese. It's got to be American cheese. Throw that in the microwave, let it melt. Oh, that thing is amazing. I know people hate on American cheese all the time, but quite frankly, there's nothing wrong with American cheese. I think American cheese is actually really good for its purpose, which is to be a low melting point cheese that gets you that cheesy feel. You know what I mean? But a lot of people are like, "Ugh, the Americans, they do not know how to consume a real cheese. They only consume this fake chemical garbage. How dare they call this product cheese?" Well, because it is designed for one specific purpose, and that, at least one specific purpose, it does a pretty decent job at. That is my opinion. And people will probably call me crazy, in which case they're probably correct to call me crazy, but hey, I will stand by my own opinions. Also, I just realized, yeah, this ship is producing just enough power to survive. We do need to also keep going on our research. Right now, we're researching how to make PTRSs, because I believe we will be seeing more mechanoids in the near future, which is my biggest concern. Also, I'm trying not to expand as wide right now, and we're going to try to go more up and down in size, like go north and south. So my goal is next expansion is we'll expand up this way. Give it a bit of length to it. You know, give the ship some real depth and not quite so much girth, because I think this thing has a little bit enough girth and not enough anything else, and that's kind of where we're at. So once Airman and Ranu have had their mental break and we're ready to leave in about 13 hours, we will fly and continue our magical journey. And we will just be harvesting the local supply of bushes for food, because we do need some food. There's not much else for us to at least utilize in terms of resources. I did install one more mod. The mod allows me to basically add statue looks, you know, like customize what statues look like, because right now I really wish I had that earlier. Anyways, yeah. I also don't know what I'm streaming tomorrow yet. I think we're doing Star Sector on Thursday maybe, and then we'll do something Vody on Wednesday. Now, what that game is, it could be anything. It could be anyone's guess. Depends on what people are interested in, but there's been a lot of other games that have been on my list that maybe I will just not allow. Maybe I'll throw it on the list of potential Vody games that maybe folks are interested in, and if they're not interested, then so be it. We might do another Long Dark, because I was kind of interested in that, or we do Hightail again, because apparently I did not do nearly enough of Hightail, because that game has a lot of content that I was completely unaware of. There's a lot that goes on in that. Also, we need to find a way to store all this extra wood. I did chop all this wood down, but I'm not sure if we can actually carry it all. There's a lot of stuff that we have just kind of scattered about, and they're not anywhere useful right now. Like, we have all this plasteel. Like, I don't know why the plasteel's in here. It should be somewhere else. Same with this. It shouldn't be in here. Like, these should go here, because this should be the priority storage, right? These should be... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make all these shelves here, because I want to make sure that the shelves, unless there's specific... Oh, God, I can't click the shelf. Here we go. Select this one. Select all these. Okay, so select this one at the very least. And then we can make this a normal quality storage, because I want this to be the priority. I want all of it to go in here when we can. Also, the stream is still on YouTube. At some point, I do need to go on YouTube and start introducing, like, hey, English only, because for whatever reason, YouTube likes pushing my streams to Russian people. And we get, like, Russian viewers for some reason, which I don't mind, but... I would prefer if they would speak English and not speaking in Russian. Hello, Kahila. How are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Also have a good rest. Kyle. Let's also dismantle all this while we can. That should get us a little bit more resources. I think the other thing, too, is I do need to start smelting slag down. Let me make sure we have a... Oh, I didn't put a smelter in here. I don't think I have the power to put a smelter in here. Also, real quick, let's just take a look at our health. I just want to see who's missing... parts, I guess is the best way to describe it. So first of all, let's see who's is anyone missing parts that I should be aware of? Okay, hold on, I need a... Oh, I don't have the medicine mod anymore. I used to have a mod that would tell me, but I guess I don't have it anymore. I can see all the bad head ifs, like bad hygiene, yeah, so that's kind of annoying. You're doing good other than the breakup, you're just flourishing. Ah, well, I'm glad at least you're able to come here and relax and maybe not suffer too much. I don't want to get random Russian users of my Rimworld stream title. Exactly, who could possibly guess or surmise why these Russians would magically show up in my stream despite the fact that I'm very much an English-speaking content creator? Isn't that crazy? I'm telling you, it's a wacky-tacky thing. Who could have possibly foreseen this happening? Also, hello, Lana, how are you? Hopefully you're having a good evening, too. I might just dump us. I don't think I can afford a sewage outlet. Oh, that's really weird to say that I can't afford. Oh, you know what we should do? We should build a septic tank somewhere, because that means we can take the septic poop and turn that into fuel. Because I don't want to throw away the poop. I need to keep the poop for fuel. That's the main reason we're keeping like this latrine and stuff like that, because it's very useful for us to have. What was I gonna say? I'm blanking out. Anyways, I've been eating more solid foods. I ate like a giant I ate like a giant container of clam chowder earlier. That might not have been the best idea, because my body immediately regretted me eating clam chowder within like an hour or so, but it was still totally worth it for the temporary time that I got to consume that clam chowder. Oh, I'm telling you, trying to figure out like what to eat on a soft food diet sucks. It's really rough. Also, I just realized Ranu's dealing with malaria. We may need to invest in an actual hospital at some point. Thank you for the orbital trader, but we don't have access to an orbital trader right now. We don't have the trade beacon thingy. Our ship is a little wacky in design right now, so you might notice there's a lot of not good spacing available. So we're trying to sort through this a little bit. Just keep that in mind. There's like no room for anything on here. We barely have room for this wood that I probably do need to grab. In fact, I'm probably gonna make a log pile somewhere. In fact, we could just... Is it good to have free rolling log piles? Probably not. But I can't really afford most of these other crates, because these crates are kind of expensive. This one... Maybe we can put like a log crate here for now and just dump it here. Nice storage areas. Like, alright, just dump all the wood. Just dump all the wood in here. I think we do just need to leave. As soon as Airman Joker's ready to leave, we're just gonna skippity hoppity skedaddle out of here. No need to stick around. Also, Xanth is still dying of malaria. He's brain damaged, and Zeoposter's missing a nose. Let's see if anyone else is missing stuff. Toe, bad hygiene, kidney. Does Xanth really need that kidney? We could just give that kidney to Ixonia, who probably would be able to make use of that kidney a little bit better. Wouldn't that make more sense? Wouldn't that make sense, right? Like, I don't think Xanth really needs a kidney if he's already just kind of there, right? The tooth is doing fine for now. There's not much I can do other than just kind of put up with it, so hopefully I'll survive, but yeah, it's just a little bit of survival dealing with the pain. And I mentioned it earlier, but talking is really awkward. I don't know why, but it like reverberates through my mouth, and it's such an odd feeling. I don't like that feeling. All right, I think we're ready to leave. I think we don't need to stay here any longer. I was thinking about waiting to get all the wood, but I think that's enough. All right, let's get on out of here. Let's go fly. So, oh, we don't have enough chem fuel. Oh, we don't have enough astro fuel to actually make it to our destination. So we're trying to get over here, but we don't have enough astro fuel. So two choices. We can either stay here for a little bit longer, or we can fly to the next island and maybe get a little bit closer. That might be the smarter idea for now. Just kind of hop on over. It's not ideal, but it is a island with steel, so let's just go fly over there. Primarily also so we can get a little bit of grav data, and then we can get a little closer. So let's just get everyone on board and get ready to fly over. Not really a reason to stay here. All right, and there we go. Oh my goodness. Also, I keep learning about like really cursed things recently. I don't know if I mentioned it before, but there's apparently some anime that's not exactly Fate, but similar in idea, where it's like, what if we have all these historical figures reincarnate for whatever reason into like modern character, into like in the modern world, but they're gender bent for some reason. And it's apparently getting an anime, and the only reason I heard about this is for whatever reason, the main character, or one of the main characters is Albert Einstein, right? So that's fine, who's been reincarnated as like some blonde lolly. Then you've got what's the other thing? You have John von Neumann, who's also been reincarnated into some sort of like wheelchair bound lolly. And then for whatever reason, the funny mustache man from World War II is also been reincarnated, also alongside Isaac Newton and Pablo Picasso for some reason. And I was like, what is going on in this plot line? And I started reading like their abilities, and they have abilities that are based off of like what they did in real life and stuff like that. And I was like, who makes this? And so, like, for example, the Mustache Man's power is literally anyone who bears his symbol, he can see through their eyes. I'm like, what does that mean? Also, this should have steel for us, so we're gonna see if we can get a lot of steel out of here while we're floating around until we can get more chem fuel. There's not a lot of food here, but we will probably end up eating insects for a little bit. Yeah, it's quite the lineup. It's called Petals of Reincarnation. And it's like supposed to be airing soon. I'm gonna land over here near the insects. Let's just pop the insects real quick. So there's trace amounts of steel somewhere, so probably in here. Should be able to find it. I do like these floating islands, so these floating islands are really cool. There we go. Alright, easy landing. So what we're gonna do is our favorite usual strategy of let's just grab who has a gun. You got a gun, you got a gun, you got a gun. Who's not sick and dying? You got guns. You have a weapon. Alright, let's just go over here. There's a bunch of bugs over there. We can probably just stand over here and then just try to deal with them. We don't have bullets for the turrets, but that's fine. I keep forgetting to give Ray bullets for her gun because why? Do we not have that bullet sitting around? We do. Oh, we don't have the 8. Oh. Wait. Oh, shoot. We have not actually been manufacturing the bullets we need. 762 by 54 mm. Oh, we did not have the bullets that we needed for our alignment. That's why we were running out of bullets, because I completely forgot to actually make sure we have them. So now we got to make sure we have enough bullets sitting around. All right, there should be enough people to maybe gun them down. Let's just make sure the door stays closed, because they're not going to be able to easily punch through. They can fly through if they want. All right, I want to stand over there. And then they're going to try to go through the door. Go here. Oh, hold on. Let's make sure no one's going outside. I don't want anyone to run out there and then die. We'll bait them out. The usual. And then we should be able to just gun them. Oh, wait, they're just going to try to break down the doors, huh? Huh, that's a thing they can do. That's right. All right. Thankfully, these insects aren't super scary. But yeah, I've also been just trying to keep up with other anime and like other weird shenanigans, just because it's been like over the weekend. That's all I did. I just lied down, read books and stuff like that. I also learned that Batoto is like apparently a lot of these. I know we mentioned it yesterday, but a lot of these manga websites are slowly getting murdered because of, well, companies wanting money. Which, you know, makes sense, even though it does suck that a lot of our favorite websites are beginning to die. Batoto being one of them. Oh, are we out of bullets for you too? Oh, we are out of bullets. 760 by 39. Okay, wait, what? Wait, where's my 762 by 39? Hold on. Is this supposed to carry... Where is... Okay, can you rearm? Oh, you know what? I just realized she doesn't actually have a kit. Oh, okay, shoot. I just realized... I see what's happening, so we're going to delete this kit. I just realized Kamaranya does not actually have a loadout because she's unique and she's got the AKM, so we might just make a new kit for her real fast. New loadout. We're going to call this Assault. Let me also make sure I have the correct uniform on, because at least on stream, so I oh. There we go. So Assault, and we're gonna give her an AKM NEKOGRAD with 150 bullets. Should 30, 50, 300 bullets should be fine. And then she'd also carry a knife. Everyone should carry a knife with them. And that should be fine. Grenades too. If we have any fragmentation grenades, that'd be great. Yeah, perfect. So at least 2 grenades should be fine. Okay. And I will assign that to her. So now she's going to go grab her stuff. And then in the meanwhile, Immortal can, I don't know, shotgun this hive to death. And that should be fine. Actually, yeah, that's okay. We'll do that quest later. My priority is we need to make sure we survive. So what I'm going to do also is I'm going to zone, chop wood. And then I'm going to go here. We're going to order produce chem fuel from wood. And then astro fuel from chem fuel. That way we can make everything we need. Because that's what we need. Okay. Dismantle, stop that, undraft, undraft, and let's also make sure we have access to all the... That's not the button I'm looking for. I'm looking for compacted steel. Steel. Okay, there's no compacted steel, but there's a lot of steel things that I guess we'll just dismantle, so that's fine. So we'll dismantle this here. And anything else made out of steel that I don't need? This one's out of steel. This entire thing's out of steel. Just loot that entire sarcophagus, and then we'll try to dig into some of these areas. I don't know what's here, but I am curious. So we'll dig that out. And then we'll dig... I think this one out should be fine. Worst comes to worst, I'll dig out that entire monument. Deconstruct all this. But yeah. Anyways, how have all of you been? Hopefully you've all been having a less painful day than I have. With the whole mouth thingy. I will tell you, like, as much as I love soup, really the biggest thing that's been driving me crazy is the lack of textures. I need textures in my food, and I have been slowly going crazy without, like, a crunchy thing. I did learn that I can eat corn chips, though. You want to know how I've been eating corn chips? Let me tell you. Apparently the way to do this is you nibble on it like a squirrel with your front teeth, and then you just let the resulting crumbs or mush just soak on your tongue so you can absorb the flavor through the tongue until it turns into a nice mush, and then you can swallow the mush whole. It's so weird. Like, it's learning how to eat again, and I've never had to do this, and it's so strange. But I'm like, you know what? You gotta do what you gotta do, right? You gotta do what you gotta do to survive. Let's also put us... Oh, I don't have enough to make a solar gen. Do we have enough power? I'm actually gonna turn off this this water generator, because this thing actually just consumes way too much power that I can't afford to use right now. Have I gotten any... No, I have not gotten any purees. I don't like purees too much, so it's mostly just been soups and stuff for me. Psychic soothe. I'm not gonna complain about that. Okay. I don't know if Xanth really needs that kidney, but for now, I'll keep Xanth alive just because I feel bad about killing Xanth. I think all these people should survive since we have enough medicine going around, especially with an overpowered doctor. What I do need is someone to sit down and craft copious amounts of fuel, which is primarily the role of someone like Funbound, who is sleeping, who should probably actually sit here and refine chemicals for me, because we're gonna need a lot of that stuff. Ooh. You're gonna have to work hard there, buddy. In fact, I might just shove a tool cabinet right... I can't afford a tool cabinet. We can't afford it because we don't have the steel. All right. Okay, so there's nothing here other than more steel shenanigans. We'll deconstruct all that. Deconstruct the column and the urn. Is there really no steel here? I don't think it's destroying the APCs we're gonna give me slag, right? I actually cannot remember if destroying this gets me slag. I'll check in a second. We are running out of food, though, so that is one thing I need to keep in mind. This man is just in pain. Look at that, the lack of a jaw. I would love to give him a new jaw. But yeah, soups and whatnot. What else have I been eating? Bread. I've been eating bread. If you get like a really soft Hawaiian roll, that's usually edible and not going to cause you any issues. I hear eating something like peanut butter is not a bad idea. Like, you can eat soft things like peanut butter, but I'm afraid I'm gonna get like peanut butter bits stuck in my mouth, and that's why I don't really do that. Oh, that's right, it's tax season. Oh wait, that does give me slag. Oh, hello. Actually, that gives me... I can make a fueled smelter real quick. A fueled smelter would allow me to turn all that slag into actual usable materials. So maybe we do that. Let's make a... Stuff like a fueled smelter here for now once we get enough steel for it, and that should be at least enough to get us going for some of these weird projects that we have. But yeah, tax season. I completely forgot about that. I hope your tax season's not going to be too bad. I have to do my taxes still. Remember, kids, do as I say, not as I do. Don't be like me and do your taxes at the last minute, because I usually put it off to the very last minute. I think this year I might actually do it a little earlier, because I would like my tax refund as soon as possible, because money is very... I need money right now, because... not like a super... It's not because I'm overspending, but I just want to say that. Let's just say... if you ever talk to a lawyer... Wow, those people are expensive. Yeah, lawyers are... They love money. They really love money. And you better have money for them. So... You know, make sure you're ready. So, why didn't I do it when I had to be talking with surgery? Because usually most companies don't release their W-2s until February. And so I'm kind of waiting until February anyways. Your taxes aren't due until like April anyways, so, or May, so you got time. It's not a super big deal. Listen, I do my own taxes obviously because as an accountant, but I always see stories of people who don't know how to do taxes. Like, I don't know what to do. How do I do my taxes? Listen. It's not that difficult. I think the scariest part for people who'd never done taxes before is like seeing the giant forms, but people don't want to read. If you ever look at a government form, a lot of them, surprisingly, are quite self-explanatory. It's just whether or not you have the wherewithal to sit down and process all the information that's given to you on the form and the giant stacks of instruction manuals. That's really the hardest part when it comes to dealing with your taxes. And it's actually the same thing with a lot of government forms in general. It's just, are you willing to sit down and read what it says? If you can, awesome. If you're not able to, then, you know, that's fine too. Reading is difficult, I get it. Is there actually no food on this map other than like random birds? I don't really want to hunt down like tiny birds from pittances of food. Okay, so we really do just need to wait until we can get more until we get more astro fuel. We have 108, which I think is enough to at least get us to our destination. So that's fine, especially as long as we can keep making chem fuel out of wood. So at least the process will keep going whenever we need. So the next one, because how many ponds do we have? We have 16, so we need at least 30 more for the beds, so we can upgrade those into bunk beds, and then we can expand up this way and probably have a dedicated research lab and not just cramming everything into this tiny little entertainment complex facility. And we have 2 days worth of food. Well, that's why we're not sticking around here very much longer. It's rough. Okay, so that's fine, and this should have more steel soon. I should probably get that fueled smelter ASAP. That's probably the more important thing. But, I don't think we have enough steel for this. You got an agency to do it, though. You're being a normal junction with no defense. Nice people probably could file by yourself with extra security. Says, yeah, if you're doing like something like a, 1040 easy, or, like one of the easy forms, then you're probably fine. Because the real thing is, like, for most people, you don't need to itemize your deductions. You don't need to do anything but just use the standard deduction, and you're perfectly fine. Quite frankly, I do the same thing. I don't itemize my deductions except for the stuff that I do as a VTuber, in which case that stuff I do itemize, but everything else I don't itemize because I'm usually a little too lazy. But it's nice though, because like I can write off things like video game purchases that I will stream and other equipment that I end up acquiring. It's all things that I can actually write off. And just remember, writing off doesn't mean you get money back. It just means it lowers your taxable income. That's all it is. It's lowering your taxable income. At least I'm very glad at least most. Oh wait, what happened to the thing? Wait. What about my water generator? Wait, did the water generator disappear? Did I dismantle? Oh, maybe it replaced it. That's really odd. Can I not have a water generator on top of this? Hold on, I'm gonna god mode something real quick. Oh wow, they're actually mutually exclusive. That's so funny. Wow, that is really funny. I did not realize they're mutually exclusive. You cannot have a water... Okay, I guess. I was hoping to be able to use those together, but I guess the game is not fond of that. Alright, well, that's unfortunate. Also, Ranu's still dying of the malaria. I think Ranu will be fine. The poor laddie cat will survive. I do need more steel. Do we have enough fuel to leave and go down there? Let's see. So again, we're heading over to this destination, the ancient reactor. And then that'll get us the expansion that we need. But right now we are desperate for steel, and we probably will need some more grenades soon. In fact, I might need to make an area where we can store some FSX and other type materials soon enough. We have all the wood in the world, but not enough steel to do the projects that we need. Actually, can you... Yeah, see that? Look at that. Just grabbing all that material. Oh well. Well, what else was I going to talk about today? Besides taxes and things. There was something on my mind. Oh, I suddenly reminded about this because I was watching some money stuff. I do watch a decent amount of money-related finance content because it's my job, basically. But I've always been surprised at how much advice people take from websites like TikTok. Do you remember that like thing that was going around a while ago called the chase glitch? So if you don't know, there's this thing a while ago called the chase glitch, which what it really is the what it actually means is you are committing wire fraud. Basically, what people would do was they would deposit a check for, say, $30,000. Okay, and I guess the way Chase worked at the time was once you deposit $30,000, that money was available in your account immediately, even if the check hasn't processed yet. And then people were just going to ATMs and they were immediately withdrawing $30,000 or whatever amount that they had just written. Okay, which is a very questionable practice. And so what ended up happening what ended up happening is Chase would would see these checks as being fraudulent, and they would claw back the money on their accounts, and then people were suddenly having negative $30,000 balances on their bank accounts because they withdrew money that they never had, like a bunch of idiots. And so people were whining like, Chase is stealing my money, I can't believe they're putting me at like negative $30,000 because they... I don't know how else to describe how stupid this entire thing was, but I remember reading about this and it's so funny. It's Zoomers causing inflation, or people who just don't understand the concept of personal finance causing inflation. That's really what it is. Why are we using World War II gear in space? Well, one, we're not in space. We're still on the surface technically. Like we're on a sky island is where we're at. We're on a sky island, but we will be going back down to the surface soon enough. We're just kind of up here as a temporary measure to acquire additional materials, and then once we have enough chem or astrofuel, we're about to fly back down to the surface. That's where we're at. In fact, we might fly over soon once this thing is ready to go. But yeah, and apparently there's a new version of this thing called the Klarna glitch, which I had heard about recently through YouTube. And I try to remember the specifics about it, but basically it's a way that you're able to get free items. Essentially, if I recall correctly, you make fake accounts on Klarna or something, or using stolen identity. It's basically committing fraud again. You're using stolen credentials to make a Klarna account and then go to like an Apple store, buy out an entire, like shelf full of iPhones and do it on the, pay over time through Klarna. And then turns out, wow, it's fake. Who would have guessed? Yes, we are still using fecal sludge. Right now, fecal sludge is the best option for us. So fecal sludge gets turned into, but we're also turning wood into fuel as well. So wood is an option so that we actually have that available to us. Right now, our biggest issue is we don't have water, and we don't have a consistent source of power yet. We don't have enough grav core power cells. So once we can get more of those, we'll be good. And obviously, the ship is a little tight. You can see it's very, very cramped on here. But that's okay, because we're gonna travel soon and see what else we can find. In about 3 seconds, let's just get out of here. We're not really bound to stay here. All right, so we have enough fuel to make it to our destination, the ancient reactor on the Scarlands, which means there's going to be even harder. It's still going to be hard to find food up there. But you got to do what you got to do. Find food. Let's go. Launch. Fly over. Ancient reactor. Go. Yeah, there's a lot of mechanoids and other spooky things here. All right, let's go. Are we missing someone? Who are we missing? Oh, I forgot we have a bird. I guess we need to kill that bird, huh? Alright. I guess that bird joined us. And it has to be Zoomers. Gen Alphas old enough to bank accounts. I mean, they might be. But I'm always just amused that people are willing to follow stupid things you find on TikTok and YouTube Shorts and Instagram Reels. Like, oh, you don't think these multi-billion-dollar corporations are going to catch on to your stupid plan and claw back their money? Like, come on. It's not that they know, like, especially the Chase one just never made any sense because they're using like their own bank accounts. They're depositing fake checks, withdrawing $30,000 in cash. Now they have a negative $30,000 balance. They have all of your information, social security, address, phone number. What is this map? Hold on. Is there a button to reveal the entire map? Uh... Is there a way to regenerate this? Is there a way to, like, for me to see the whole map? Hold on. Rimworld, show map. Rimworld, show entire map. What, how do I fix this? Okay, so it says I might be able to use the fog, or here we go, unfog. I'm just gonna unfog the entire map, because I literally cannot see where I can land. Okay, yeah, see, that was really weird. Okay, so if I land over here, that's fine. Okay. So it was a little cheaty to do that, but I needed a way to actually be able to, you know, navigate through this map. There is, like, barely any animals here. There's a bunch of boomlopes we might have to kill. Especially when it starts, like, wildfire or social media. Exactly, yeah, social media is, like, the big thing, too. People literally recording their crimes and going, like, haha, Lamau, look at me. Chase glitch, XD. And it's like, you fool! They know everything you're doing. Alright, okay, so I think we probably want to land... What do we see on the map real quick? Decided to reveal the whole thing. Not really a lot of... There's, like, a couple random mechanoids. They're not really doing anything. It's really this big dungeon that's going to be the hardest part to navigate through. I'm thinking... Yeah, because we just got to hit this thing. It's not that hard, I think. There's not really any turrets. Oh, there's a hunter trap in there, but that's fine. We can probably snipe that out. Okay, let's just do... Let's land over... I'm thinking we'll land somewhere over here. It should be fine. Yeah, let's land over here. That's fine. Anything else location will damage the grav ship. I think no matter... Okay, there we go. So I think we'll land here. It should be fine. All right. What was the being in heat thing for the announcement? Oh, because I gotta get people's attention. Listen, sometimes I gotta learn. I'm learning the art of the clickbait. That's all there is to it. If you dislike the clickbait, please let me know and I will try to cease doing the clickbaiting. But sometimes, you know, things must be done in order to garner attention. Ooh, boghounds. What's a boghound? I'm gonna kill those. That looks like food. I'll grab this stack real quick. And then I'm probably gonna have someone start hacking through the doors. We'll probably auto-hack this door. And we should be fine. All right. So Immortal's here. So is this stack of people. So we're just gonna set them to auto hunt thing, drafted hunt. I mean, these look like food. Oh, though they got a little too close. All right. Immortal got gored by a bite. All right. I mean, it's just a boghound, right? Like, what is this? Descended from domestic dogs. These canines have grown unaccustomed to human company. They're skilled scavengers, able to survive extremely toxic environments. I just realized there's toxic fallout. Oh, that's not good. All right. So yeah, 2 of these are immediately rotting, so I can't actually eat 2 of them. So 2 of these I need to immediately haul. No, you haul. This one, oh my goodness, this one needs to be hauled ASAP. Okay. I don't even think we have gas masks, actually. Yeah, I actually don't think we have any gas masks. It's okay. You know, the solution is if we can just rip through this quickly. Yeah. It's okay. We can cook the scari out of the meat, so that's fine. I really just like how the rain is still showing over the grav ship. That's like, that actually bothers me ever so slightly. I believe the toxic fallout does fix itself once you get rid of the once you fix the generator, so that's fine. So the main issue is that this room that we have to go in has 2... isn't that what that said? Am I crazy? Yeah, there's cracks in the reactor shielding are leaking harmful material, bathing the nearby area in toxic fallout. Okay, got it. So the main issue is trying to get in past this is really rough. The main issue, as you can see, is that there are 1, 2 turrets, 3 turrets here, and a hunter trap. I don't have EMPs, and obviously there's the sentry drones that are hanging around. Now, there are 3 security terminals, so I think if we kill all the sentry drones first, that might be a good way to get this started. So let's get Immortal tended to. Yeah, I might want to tend to that real quick, and then we'll get you, and you. Let's get the initial squad moving in. What's the range of a sentry? So the sentry drones have a fairly short range, actually. So maybe as long as we can pop it from afar, we might be okay. Now, we are using AP rounds, so it's not the best option, but it might be all we can afford. Also, that fire is really close to my base. I don't like that. Where's also the nearby steel? We do need steel as well, so whatever steel we can get our hands on. People are going to have to go outside and get sick. That's all there is to it. All right, people will get sick. It's an unfortunate sacrifice we have to make. All right, so let's get over here real quick. Okay, so yeah, you're already starting to die of initial toxic buildup. Okay, so it sees us. We're popping it from afar. Let's get Kefir inside as well. And then what I'm going to do is... Oh, I really should start setting up like a outdoor access thing, but they'll have to survive. Come on. A couple more shots. This thing is surprisingly durable. Oh my goodness, it's actually moving up. Why does Ray not have any bullets? Oh, she's reloading. Okay, perfect. Okay, so... What are my other options? I could just throw a grenade in there. That's probably an easier solution for this room. This thing has 600 HP, so as long as it doesn't explode completely, we should be fine. Let's deal with this other one first. So I'm going to order Havel to quickly... Why does Havel's hacking keep disappearing? I swear I'm allowing Havel to hack, but it keeps getting removed. Right, hack this one. You stay there. Hack that door. We'll stand right there. We'll try to loop through and we'll hit this grab thing last. While everyone else is trying to also farm for things. At some point, oh, your raging doesn't have a leg. Okay. Let's go inside. Oh, hello. I think we saw the... Oh, it's already right there. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna have Steve try to intercept it. You stay here. And let's have Havel move up. And then Steve's gonna try to move up. Now, Steve is pinned. Oh, there we go. Just rush it. Oh, boy. Suppression is insane. Okay, come on. Okay, so now Havel's burnt significantly, but that should be okay. I think it's a lot of durability. Let's see. Immortal's injured. Let's get Funbound out here. That malaria is fairly minor. You should be able to get over here and start fighting. Come on. Perfect. All right, so I'm going to send Havel back. So Havel's going to cycle out, and then we'll cycle someone else in. And maybe we should make sure you're tended to. Let's, okay, let's have Steve quickly tend to your injuries. That should be fine. We should have enough grenades that I should be able to walk into some of these rooms. I'm gonna have... The main issue is Havel is like one of our hackers, but I believe if I send Immortal in, Immortal's a fairly good hacker too, so we'll swap them out. There we go. Just gonna keep an eye on the toxic fallout also, just to make sure it doesn't get too out of hand. If it starts getting out of hand, we'll worry about that. Okay, so how do we actually deal with the turrets? Grenades are probably the easy solution. See, those things start moving out here, we can deal with them as well. I'd rather just hack the thing. If I just hack, it'd probably be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Alright, well, let's just pivot Ray over here. Funbound also. If it comes out this door, we can kill it. Oh, there's a turret down there. Alright, maybe don't stand over there. Alright, so this area is a no-go because the turret's hanging around and I don't really want to run into the turret. These turrets suck. I hate them. Alright, let's go here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pivot everyone out of the way. Have Immortal stand here. I'm gonna have Funbound stand over here. We're gonna crack this bad boy open. Hold it open. Okay, so okay, now pivot back immediately, and then you need to switch to your grenade. Lob grenade. Ooh, is that too close? Hold on. Oh. There we go. Okay, that should be a good range. Okay, so that should hit the grenade. Okay. So the grav reactor's not taking a lot of damage, so I think I can probably do this at least once or twice more. It's not enough to kill the turret. We have to probably pull out Funbound's grenade. Yeah, I'm trying to finagle this in the best way possible, and this is the best way it's the best strategy I can come up with. Obviously, maybe breaking down another one of these walls might be a better idea, but considering these walls have a bajillion HP, that's probably not feasible. Let's see. The other thing is that Hunter Drone is nearby as well. Lobbing a grenade is going to be a really tough toss. Lob and then run? Oh, that's what I was afraid of. Those turrets are painfully accurate. Oh, that's right, smokes. Why have I not been making smoke grenades? There has to have been a reason, right? I have no good reason why I wasn't making smoke grenades other than the fact that I have no promethium. So I guess the lack of promethium is the only logical reason why I don't have it. But I could have been making EMPs. How do you make promethium again? I think that's you milk it from a boomalope, right? I think you have to milk it from a boomalope if I recall correctly. Or blaze bulbs? Okay, so we need to grow a crop that I don't have access to right now. All right, so what we really need is hydroponics. All right, well, in that case, let's just grab one of these bad boys. That thing is taken basically no damage. All right, quickly rescue Funbound. He's actually, hold on, that thing's actually taking a decent amount of damage. I might be able to just pop it. Hold on, just run, stay there, and then let's see. If Mortal's quick on the shot, you might be able to just stagger. Ooh, come on. You might actually be able to do this. Hold on. If we double up here. Yeah, this actually might be a feasible solution. Never mind. Those are headshots. Immortal doesn't have an eye anymore. All right, why don't we have you run back and get tended to? Almost for chem fuel again. Oh, okay. At the yeah. So I know we have the FSX thing here, so that's what we've been doing. We've been turning the FSX. We've been turning chem fuel into FSX here, which is correct. So I got that part at least. What's the rest of this? This thing is annoyingly durable. All right, need to get Havel out of here too. Come on, just move down south and just have them go back to base. All right. Ray has grenades, so we'll just probably lob a few more grenades down there and hope that she's fast enough on her feet. Northwest. Oh, no worries. Okay. I was like, what do you mean northwest? Wait, does this one have... Oh, I don't want to run a shield built in because there's a hunter trap over there. That's right. Because Ray's shot accuracy isn't high enough to get the shot guaranteed. Not to mention she's getting suppressed instantly, so that's just the other real big problem. You voted on making boom animals milk for chem fuel? Oh, wait, for, oh, shoot, that's a really bad shot. All right, just get Ray out of here. All right, maybe we should stop trying to do this. We'll come back to this room in a bit. Just let everyone go back, I think, is the correct option. Let's just all go back, and we'll come back for this in a second. Undraft you so you're not dying. Undraft you so you're not dying. Okay, so at least we can get these people tended to and they're not going to die. Perfect, so at least they're surviving. And then we got to deal with the toxic buildup as well. It's very minor. But I need to find a better way to deal with this. Without access to long-range grenades or smokes, because we don't have the material for it. Promethium. We don't have hydroponics either, so that's not a feasible choice. What are my other solutions here? I gotta have other options, right? We will get people upgraded with better parts eventually. Don't worry, that will happen. So Funbound shot. Yeah, that's really rough. Okay, and then Havel, let's have you undraft so you can be tended to at some point. You want to lie down in a bed? Come right, Havel. Okay, why don't we have you? There we go. Just touch the wound. Perfect. All right, now Havel's tended. Everyone's injuries are tended to. Okay. The other thing is I'm running out of food, so I need to be very quick about this. I don't want to linger here. I can't break down the wall either, which is like really the annoying part. I guess the other option is I could just maybe enter through a different corridor, but there's no other corridor to easily access. So for example, this corridor is blocked off by this turret, so I need to destroy that turret first, which maybe I'll do exactly that. Who's my best hacker that's not injured or dying? Congratulations to Comrade Infidave. You are going to be entering the realm of the poison air, because I need someone to go over there. We're being raided by pigskins. They're attacking immediately. Oh right, well that's fun. Is this turret filled with bullets yet? Oh shoot, I didn't set it correctly. Okay, so let's swap these out for, I believe these are AP rounds. I need Ray to quickly reload these now. And then let's see. I think they're gonna wait for they're moving in, so we do need to worry about that. If they get too close, I'll pull out. I don't know where they're gonna attack from, but I want this hacked quickly. Okay, so now we run, and then we need to see who we got as weapons. Okay. We don't have much in the way of defenses, so Boomhouse might be one of the people that can defend ourselves. If they would run through the enemy, that'd be great. Let's see if we can bait them out south here. Let's open this door. Airman, I want you over here. I need to just quickly open the door. We're gonna try to bait them in. And then, let's see. Maybe we'll have to just gun them down at the bottom. Oh, that's a lot of people. Oh, they have weapons. Concussion grenades. Oh, auto shotguns. ARs. Oh, boy. I don't know if we have enough weapons to fend this off, but I guess we'll have no choice but to try. Comrade is also on the verge of a mental breakdown because of that poison and not being able to be clean. Alright. Ray's got a weapon too, so you gotta fight. Oh, we didn't get that one filled up, huh? Reload that one quickly. Alright, here they come. Let's get Boomhouse down here. I didn't move you fast enough. Oh no, they're just gonna oh, hello. That's not good. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, hold on. I'm gonna draft everyone. Screw this. Okay. You stay here. You immediately move here. Okay, you pivot here, and then I need you over here because I'm gonna have Havel hide in the room as best as possible. Get everyone else out here because they're just tunneling. They're just punching through that. Okay, we'll try to crack this open. Okay, so hold this open. Move you to the side. Switch you to this grenade. See if we can grenade them real quick. Havel's probably gonna take a couple of shots. Zeoposer immediately went down. Also a brain injury because of our own turret, unfortunately. Okay, so Havel's taking a lot of damage now. Oh my goodness, the fascist pigs are here, and they're here to destroy our way of life. That's the plot right now. I get Comrade Anya down here. Havel's still the beds are being destroyed. Oh my goodness. All right. The turret's doing what it can. Get you inside. Get Comrade Anya out here. Maybe she can do something. I'm gonna have you quickly focus on. Let's see. I need stabilizers. Okay, so I need you out here. Maybe we can gun them down. They destroyed two of my beds, which is also super annoying. Okay, we survived. Barely. Okay, so Havel. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have you quickly tend to Havel, and then Raging. No, okay, so then no, you're gonna focus on stabilize. Okay, you're not carrying medicine. Okay, tend here. Stabilize here. And then rescue here. These are the three main people that are injured. Raging, unfortunately, did not survive. There was not enough time. Okay. We can still save Havel, though. Get these people rescued. Okay, so should be fine, right? Okay, I need you to go over there, tend to Havel quickly. As we got to rebuild all the walls as soon as possible. Okay, undraft you. Ranu's having a tantrum. We're just fighting. Hello? All right, and then I'm just gonna. You know what? You know what? Hold on. Hold on. I needed organs, right? I needed organs. Let's go capture this one. And then we're gonna have you rest. Okay, so Havel should be surviving, I believe. That was really rough. Just let Ranu have their tantrum, destroy the toilets, whatever. It's not a big deal. As long as Ranu's not destroying okay, you know what? We're gonna arrest the child. The child wants to have a fight. I will arrest the child. I am not going to stand for this injustice right now, so poor Ranu. You must perish. You must suffer. Okay, now you can go back. Now that you have your timeout. Okay, that's fine. So then Havel should be fine. We gotta fix this ASAP, so close this door. Injuries are being tended to left and right. Okay. Make sure these people don't die, because I need them captured too. I need their organs. Okay. And then obviously that one's gonna die there, because I don't really care. Okay, quickly rescue Havel. I'm more annoyed that I've not been able to fix everything. Where's Havel? I guess Havel's in that bed. That's fine. Okay. I need Comrade Anya to focus on fixing the walls. The walls are the most important part right now. I don't care about the rest of this. The walls need correcting now. Okay, Airman Joker's having a tantrum too, because of course he is. How about you don't? I'm just gonna... Since this is gonna be the end result, same end result anyways, I'm just gonna stop your mental state real quick. Focus on one thing at a time, please. Okay, you need to fix the wall. I don't care about the rest of that. I need the wall. We don't have enough steel for this either, which is the other big problem. Okay. Oh my goodness, I don't have enough steel! I need to fix the walls more than anything. I'm actually gonna destroy the research bench. Unironically, I need the steel more than I need the research. So if I have to destroy this for materials, I will. Because we gotta fix this wall, and then I'm gonna also zone over here, dumping, storage, clear all, allow corpses, go here. All human-like corpses that are not colonist corpses will go there. So that's fine. So we'll make sure we tend to that. Another tantrum! Why is it just tantrums and tantrums? Like, oh, I'm gonna have a mental break and destroy everything even though our entire base just got destroyed. What an absolute goober. Oh my god, he almost destroyed my grav field extender. Oh my god. Alright, just gonna not deal with this right now. I technically would have arrested him and then arrested him, so that's the same end result. That's fine. Okay, so that's been dismantled. Then I need Comrade Anya to fix this now. The only priority is to fix the wall. Ah, yes, more infections left and right. Okay, that's fine. Okay, no, you focus on the wall. Okay, and then the wall. And then the wall. I guess that's true. You do get that debuff. I can't be bothered to care right now. I'm still missing 5 steel. You've got to be kidding me. Don't make that wall. Build this with that amount of material. Then we can fix this up there. Another set of infections. Okay. So at least we're sealed again. The main goal was to make sure we're sealed from the outside. We can fix everything else. Okay. And then I'm gonna rip out their organs because they don't deserve them anymore. So I'm gonna rip out your kidneys, and then I think we're missing someone who needs an eye, so we'll probably rip this one's eyes out. Harvest your eyes. And then I don't care if it's in the dark, I just need it done. Oh, you like my tiny little ship? Yeah, it's kind of hard to manage this many pawns. Don't worry, we're doing our best here. Okay, so that's fine. So we'll tend to that in a second. I need to deal with this now. So unfortunately everyone's injured. So let me think real quick. So Zeoposer's brain damaged, so he can't do anything. So Xanth is also brain damaged, so he can't do anything. So I basically have 2 cripples that I cannot do anything with for the foreseeable future until I can get my hands on brain surgery and install brain implants to fix up their heads. That is the situation that I am currently in with these people. Neurological treatment's also super high up the list, which is really hard to get to. Neurocure frameworks are super expensive as well, needing MAAI chips that I can't easily manufacture. It is super rough, yeah. We're trying to do our best. MAAI chips are produced with Persona. Yeah, and I can't make Persona cores, obviously. So brain fixing is gonna be a little difficult for the while. I don't have a way to put them in stasis either. Okay. Just put a light here because I need a light. Yeah, we got attacked by a lot of pigmen, which was really frustrating. Alright, so I need to deal with this now, because the problem is that how many more of these stupid, these 5 sentry drones running around? Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna grab you. Ramadania's got a decent amount of pain too, that toxic buildup. Another infection! Ah, yes, the infections just never stop. This one here? So this one I believe is from... It's called Grav Ship Storage by SBZ, the same guy who made the Neat Storage mod. It is paintable, so you can color it if you desire. But right now, I don't exactly... Painting things is not exactly a priority for the colony. Alright, so I'm gonna grab... I need you. I need these 3 goobers right now. I'm gonna deal with this now, because I want to be able to get to the grav ship, and that way we can extend the ship a little bit. Also, now that we have this thing, I'm just gonna do this melt slag forever. Okay, so again, there's a little janky because I don't have an easy way to do this. I'm gonna have you crack open the door, and then immediately move away, and then should be able to just stand over here, take a grenade, lob a grenade, and then move. Okay, do it again. 2 grenades. Move away. Okay, turret's down, so now we can move in. Still think it's a turret. There's a hunter trap up there. We should be able to kill. Okay, you should not be outside. You're dying. Let's let you go back inside. Ah, Comrade Anya's now having complete mental breakdown as well, and is now rambling insanely. You've got to be kidding me. All it takes is one major bad... Oh, we have no food too. Fuck me. Execute that bird. I need that. I can't afford to keep this bird around. What else is on the map? There's a rat. Airman Joker. Okay. Let's see. We're gonna kill the rat first. Let's kill that. At least the rat's food. Okay, that's fine. Let's just have boom house. Try to bait out the... Okay. He might be able to bait out the trap. It's a little risky though. I'm not sure if he's strong. If I had Anya, it'd be easier, but if I don't have Anya, it's a lot harder to do this. Okay. No one else we have some people carrying meals, which is fine. I don't know why you're holding on to this. Where are you? Okay, I'm gonna haul that back. We're playing very chaotic. We play stream with obviously viewer pawns, so it does get very chaotic very quickly. So right now it's just a can we survive moment. I need this hauled over because I need to turn that into food. Next is, what else is there to eat? There is a raccoon. We'll kill the raccoon. If Anya's having a mental break. So all of my main gunners are down. Ray's got injuries up to wazoo. I'll have to send Ray in. And I need someone with a decent hacking skill. In today, congratulations, you're being voluntold. You need a weapon. I need to make a melee weapon loadout at some point. Okay. No, we're not dead yet. We're just suffering. Okay. You do not want to enter that room. That's a death trap. There's a trap up there that needs to be destroyed, but I think we can ignore it for now. So let's just hack this ancient door. Worst comes to worst, I can send Ray in and grenade it. That might be fine. Let's see if I can ever grenade this. Oh, never mind. It's active. Okay, let's see if we can just maybe gun it down if we're fast enough. It's coming in real quick. Come on. Perfect. All right, we're good. Okay, so we're gonna hack in through this door, and then we'll see if we can just hack our way down south this way. Is gonna be my strategy. So I need to get rid of this turret, and then we can get rid of the last hunter trap, and then we can hack the grav core. Surgery failed, so one of the poor fools that we tried to rip organs out of died. He was too weak. He wasn't deserving of life. Ranu's on a murderous rage. Are you kidding me? All right. Release you real fast. Okay, there we go. You gotta sometimes just contain the murderous intent of these wacky children who have no sense of self-preservation. All right, that's fine. Let's do that, and then let's go here real quick. Everyone's in pain. Trust me. I, the player, am also in a significant amount of pain. I thought this was just gonna be a quick in and out adventure. This has been like a disaster so far. Yeah, this entire part has just been okay, so no one's going in there. I don't want anyone walking in that room. This room is also off limits. I don't want anyone walking in there. Okay, is there any other animals that I need to hunt down? Airman Joker managed to kill. Nope, okay, you gotta stab the raccoon to death. Come on. I'm gonna have you go down. Okay, so this one's open. To be fair, I had to find a way to land. If I hack this thing, I don't really care right now. Okay, so we have at least one more grenade. Switch rated grenade. Lava grenade. Oh, wait. Oh, there's a third turret. I didn't see the third turret. Thank you, Mandalock, for the follow as well on that side. Oh, Lord. Run, run, run. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that somehow went out perfectly fine. Yeah, 20-minute adventure in and out. That's what I thought this was going to be. There's another turret down there that I can't easily access. I can't even get to that turret because of this stupid thing. And there's another turret over there, too. I don't have EMPs either, so it's like super hard to like do. Okay, so let's crack this open. All right, then we're gonna have pivot you back, and then let's see. Okay, so that'll immediately start aiming at us if we stand there. That's not ideal. The grenades we can't lob them that far. Is there just no easy way to do this? Is there just no easy way to like navigate through this? Because if we go this way, we have to deal with a turret and a sentry drone. 7,500 is too much for us to destroy. This turret also needs to be reloaded at some point too. That's the other thing. We still need to get rid of Raging's body. He's at least got one meal that we can at least utilize. So what's the easiest way to do this? I need to sacrifice. So we need riot shields. So yeah, we don't have grenades. We don't. Oh, wait, hold on. We made the EMPs. Wait a second. Oh, but we can't even launch the EMPs that far, which is the other issue. So what's the easiest way to do this? I think it's just we go here, hope Ray's fast enough to lob a grenade. Or wait, no, I have an idea. Hold on, I have a super janky idea. Let's go this way. I have a really whack idea. Well, I'm kind of curious to see if this will work. If I move Infidave down here as a sacrifice. Okay, so now it's targeting Infidave. Now I can quickly pivot Ray in here. Lob a grenade. Run. Oh my goodness, she instantly went down. She, like, not even a chance. Her arm's just gone. All right. This is such a disaster. Yeah, this entire thing is just a disaster. We're losing so many people with like their injuries. Like they're missing arms now, missing limbs. Oh my god. All right, you need to get out of here now. We'll come up with a solution for this in a second. I need to get Ray alive, or else Ray's gonna kill me for letting her die. Okay, so that's fine. Get inside. Undraft you. Have Alana quickly capture. No, why is it capture rescue? I'm just having a mental breakdown, unsurprisingly, and then hopefully we can have Alana tend to raise injuries. She's missing an arm. We're gonna give people a lot of prosthetics eventually. I promise you, prosthetics will be a thing at some point. But right now it's just a can we survive? I don't want to leave until I get that core. Like I'm so invested in getting this stupid core. I don't care about anything else but the core. So Immortal's missing an arm. You still have your arms. Okay. Comrade Anya's got something. Maybe Anya can do something about this, but Anya... Well, we have smokes, technically. Let's see. I have an idea. Hold on. No. Why you automatically walk in there? Don't do that. Don't do that. Thank you. Please don't walk in there like that. I don't want you to explode. All right, everyone's injuries are fine. Got Anya's got smokes. Maybe this will give us an option. Smoke, grenade, run in, bomb it, and then, or we can just gun it the other way. That might be the play. Let me save the game. Let's try this out. I'm gonna crack this open. Have Anya move over here. All right, smoke. Okay, so it should be able to target me, right? Okay, I don't know what. I guess she can't aim. Okay. Screw this. Switch the grenade. Okay, move out of... Good. Now we just have to deal with the last one. Okay, so if we pivot down here... Okay, so... Smoke here. And then we'll have Steve follow along the... Wait. Why are you able to target? Okay. Okay, so fun fact. Apparently, if you're already targeting, it's just gonna stay targeting, which is really dumb. All right, switch to the knife. Everyone's just stab this thing. All right. Okay, thank God. All right, now we're gonna have them go back, and then I want Infinite to come over here and hack the ancient grav generator. Okay. And then we need to go in this room, and then we gotta get rid of the sentry drone. I need to get that sealed crate. I think that sealed crate is what carries the grav light panels, and then I don't care. Then I am okay leaving this accursed, abominable nightmare. Nothing else here matters. I just need to get this stupid thing. All right. And then once we get the panels, we can expand the ship. We'll put the research lab back out. We're probably gonna spend a few days just somewhere safe and away from all the pain and violence. Airman Joker's on a firing. Oh my goodness, why are you making fire? How many people do we have that are pyromaniacs, actually? Because good God, pyromaniacs are a really bad thing to have on the ship. Alright, yeah, that guy died, unfortunately. Don't really care. Just dump his corpse outside. He's not worthy of life or love. I do want to take those concussion grenades, though. I think we'll leave. I think we take them. I think that's fine. We're using our own bullet sets anyway. I'm trying to standardize our ammunition. Okay. Anyways, how about that early chaotic stream? Do you like the pain and suffering that I have to go through on a semi-regular basis? Does it give you joy? Okay, so we got a single grav core. Great. All right. I'm gonna have you quickly hack this door now. Actually, if we're smart, we might be able to do this quickly. Like, if we're super fast, we should be able to just go in there, grab the items, and leave. Okay, so then I'm gonna have you go in there. Just open that crate. That's not grav panels. Okay, wait, you still got energy. Hack the ancient uplink. Wait. Shouldn't there be panels in that? Or am I crazy? The only sealed crate. Maybe there's no panels on this map. Maybe it's just the core. If it's just the core, that's gonna suck. Oh, it might actually just be the core. Because we can't really dismantle this. It's not fun about having a mental breakdown, unfortunately. That's fine. Let's deal with that. I'm thinking we're not gonna find anything else. Okay. The debris field, which has stuff which I don't really care about right now because I can't go there. Okay, so there is no panels on the map. That is really frustrating. Nya nya. Oh. Nya nya. Oh my goodness. How do I put on the stupid thing? Nya nya goshijin chama. Okay, what would you like first? Seems leader of NEKOGRAD is faking their Neko-ness. What do you mean? I am very much a normal human, not cat in any way whatsoever. How are you doing, Comrade Garm? I think we just get out of here. This place sucks. There's like, I could not find the panels, and I don't think I'm going to find any panels here. There's a hermetic crate over there that might actually be where the panels are. Oh my god, do I really have to go all the way over there? Oh wait, the toxic thing is over. Right, okay, so choice A is we stay here and repair. Choice B is we just leave. If we go there, we have to deal with the hunter trap. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Alright, we're gonna grab these 3. I wanna see if we can quickly go over there. I wanna see what's in the hermetic crates. There's another one over here. We might as well scavenge what we can. We don't have a lot of food, so we gotta make this like a real in and out adventure. Thankfully, Alana moves at like a bajillion miles an hour, so you crack that crate open, please. That's a sentience catalyst. Alright, we might make Bashy sentient. Alright, next. Let's go over here. Let's go to the other one. Alright. Should we make Bashy sentient? Would it be funny if we made Bashy sentient? Alright, I'm gonna use Alana and her super maid out armor to just kind of tank this real fast. So hold this open, and then I'm gonna have you stand over here, and then trigger the trap mode. Okay, that's fine. Perfect. Successfully baited. Okay, so there was no panel here at all. Anywhere on this map, there was no grav panel. Screw this, we're getting out of here. This place sucks. Not really worth destroying the reactor either, because I believe the reactor will just explode. I think, right? Yeah, there's nothing else here. I mean, there's the scrap boxes that I could dismantle, but honestly, the amount of effort that it would take to get through those is probably not worth it. So we're just gonna finagle our way out of here. Let's go. We're gonna land somewhere where there's a lot of food. Being reminded of you being made a literal sentient bird in Whiskey's last run. Wait, in what game? There's a lot of pollution there. Bear cliffs, increase animal life. Okay, that might be fine. Ancient quarry, gold rich, decreased animal life. Good land. They hate us. These guys are kind of okay with us. They're a little out of the way. I don't know if they want us to land there either. They might not be happy with us landing there. Let's land over here, the cliffs, the caves, and... Oh, we could land in the glow forest. Let's see here. The bear cliffs are probably fine. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, grab everyone. I should put a sentience core on a bluebird and named it... Oh, that's cute. I would do similar things if we could, but right now everything is kind of Bashy related anyways. So I'm just gonna quickly end your mental state because I am not dealing with this right now if I'm trying to leave. Okay. Who are we missing? Just those two? Okay. There's no reviving allowed. We don't allow pawn revives anymore. We used to allow people to revive their pawns, but it happened all the time and it was a little silly. Alright. I could have stayed here for materials, but it's not worth it. Like, without the food, we're gonna spend a couple in-game days, maybe like an in-game week, just kind of maybe have a quadrum, just trying to recover from that nasty set of injuries. The real issue is we didn't get any grav-like panels. Like, I don't know how we didn't find any. Like, that's actually pissing me off. You became a deadly tornado of razor talons. As a bluebird? Can you do damage as a bluebird at all? Is that a thing? Okay, where are we landing here? Okay, this should be... There's a lot of animals here. That means there's a lot of food. And there should be a decent amount of steel and other materials. We could land near the water to fish, but I think we can survive off of the... just whatever's alive. Alright, let's land... I think here's fine. Because we can't make our own panels right now, unfortunately. Okay. First things first, is we're gonna go kill these things. So first, let's grab you, and you. Alright. And you, funbound as well. Because these people have weapons. Okay. Step number 2, crafted hunt mode. You stay there. Okay. So now we can kill these animals and eat them. Good, so let's undraft you. Don't want to kill those birds right now. We'll have Airman Joker quickly go on to the butchering process. Step number 2 is I need to quickly slam out the... Gosh, the fact that I just don't have the panels is what's driving me crazy. Okay, step 2 is finding compacted steel. Perfect. There's actually a decent amount right here, so we can just farm that for materials. Since I do expect us to stay here for a little bit longer, it might not be a bad idea to grow some crops temporarily, as there is a decent, nice zone right here. So why don't we grow something here for now? And for now, instead of what are we gonna grow? Medicine's not a bad idea. Maybe heal root, but heal root does take 7 days minimum to grow. It is aprame, so this should grow in time. Since I think we'll just survive off of harvesting animals for food, we'd probably justify growing entirely. That cloth is also an option. I'm also thinking about cotton. Let's see, cotton is 8 days. Maybe we do the... I think we actually just do... Tea's not a bad idea either. Tea takes 4 days to grow. I think we do... Potatoes will take 5. Corn's at 12. I think we actually do heal root for now. Yeah, healing medicine's a lot more important at the current time. Okay, so we'll do that. And then we need to get hygiene going, so we'll put down a... Just to put a primitive well somewhere. I don't care where. Okay. Slowly but surely we'll fix this. And we're gonna bury our dead friend. Raging fought valiantly, but unfortunately, Raging was not able to survive the rigors of war. One of our very first casualty, actually, Raging, died fighting off the evil fascist pigs at the Battle of the Gravcore reactor. We'll remember their glorious sacrifice. God, I have 1 panel available to me. That's so bad. Ugh. I think what I have to do, because I do need a research lab, is I'm actually going to requisition this entire section here. I'm going to just uninstall these turrets for now. And I'm going to turn this entire back area into a research lab. I think I have no choice for the time being. I hope it's big enough for a research lab. How big is a large research thingy? It's already occupied. Okay, so that's workable. Yeah, I can work with that. That's fine. We'll just quickly slam this down here once the turrets are removed. Okay. Okay. Let's get all that slammed out. Maybe you want to start cooking some food instead of just butchering the animals? That'd be great. In fact, let's start making let's make some carnivorous fine meals for now. I think the fine meals would probably be a good idea. That people will have something happy to look forward to. There we go. Give them a little bit of happiness, right? Okay, Steve died too. Oh, the infection. Oh, he had an infection? Oh. He had an infection. Oh, shoot. Is anyone else that got an infection? Okay, it's just him. So Steve dies as well. Alright, I'm so sorry, Steve. You died too. Alright, let's bury him too. 2 people will be buried here. They can rest in eternal peace. So Comrade Anya's having him. Okay, let's have you do this real quick. Let's focus these things. Okay, let's grave 1. Let's put in. You do this one, and this one will go for Raging. We'll put the other one. We'll put Steve in the other one. We'll do the funerals probably at the end of the in-game day. Yeah. You want to bury your friend here, buddy? Ranu, why don't you bury the other one too? Perfect. Okay. This thing also needs to move. I need to dump this over here. A lot of our pawns are just going to be super busy just trying to make things function again. We don't even have auto doors yet. I'd love auto doors, but we just don't have space for it. Put that there. And then uninstall the turret, uninstall the other turret. And then let's quickly slam out a big production building. So we're going to put down the high-tech research bench here. And we'll seal this door off as well. How goes the colony? Well, the colony is a bit of a disaster. I'm going to tell you that much right now. We lost a lot of people in a most recent engagement. So right now it's trying to... Is it even worth trying to grow heal root if we're going to be here for 7 days? I guess it's not the worst idea. We do need to relax a bit. Anyways, how are you doing there, tea drinker? Welcome to the utter bedlam and utter chaos of our colony. I need Comrade Anya to build this now. I don't care about anything else. I want this research bench built. Because then I can put someone there and research. And I know I have a multi-analyzer, so the main thing is making sure I have enough power for this. So since I think we're going to be here for a while, I'm okay slapping down like 2 solar gens to at least supplement our power. Yeah, that should be fine. The overworked Comrade Anya continues to be overworked. To no one's surprise. But you gotta do what you gotta do. I like how I'm ordering high-tech research bench to be built and she just does not bother. Because I think it's because we don't have steel. And I think 2 of the people who died were our primary miners. So Boomhouse is now our primary miner because no one else is able to dig rocks. Yeah, in fact, I think those 2 who died were the rock diggers. Oh boy. Great. Well, if you want to join the colony, you're free to join by doing buy pawn. Like, that is an option for this run. I'm allowing people to buy in. Yeah, it's gonna be really rough. Yeah, because Boomhouse, I don't care if you're injured. I need you to dig rocks out. Your only priority is to dig rocks. Not a furry? Fair enough. But there's nothing... What do you mean? We're not furries here. It's just catgirls. What's wrong with being a catgirl? Do you have something against it? Do you have something against the glory of Nekograd? You're more of an alien hugger. Ah, I can't help with that then. Alright, let's also not make that. Let's put the statue here. Yeah, why don't you quickly install that statue, Ranu? Maybe that'll keep people a little bit more sane and happy. Okay, and then I'm going to change the graphic. I don't have a lot of graphics for this. I guess we'll do that commissar aesthetic. It looks pretty ugly. That's fine. Okay, that Meowson's needed there. Even if a list of alien races you would like to hug? That's kind of ominous. What do you mean? What do you mean by list of aliens? What do you mean I'm on a ladder? You can think of 9 lives worth of reasons and things wrong with catgirls. What do you mean? There's nothing wrong with being a catgirl. They're all just normal. They're just humans with cat-like appendages attached to them. That's all there is to it. There's nothing wrong with being a catgirl. One of them Nekomimi, as they might call them. What's the next art stream? That's a good... You're a good joker. That's a good joke. Art streams. What's an art stream? I don't think I've heard that word in forever. Ha 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 ha. What's an art stream? I don't know what an art stream is. I don't know how to do art. What's art? What's art? Hi, Cruising. How are you? The amount of things that have been piling on top of my art tablet continue to grow every day, and that's the only reason I haven't bothered to do an art stream. I'm so bad at art. That's why I don't do art enough. It's one of those things where it's like, I know the only way to get better is to keep doing it, but it's hard to want to keep doing it. I just keep digging the rocks out. I need these rocks dug out. Oh, a transport pod. Okay, someone named Scorch has arrived. I guess we'll capture this poor fella. Also, I know, Alana, you mentioned fixing the mod for the thing. I don't know if I actually updated that mod yet. I was gonna fix it and update it, but I forgot. Let me see when the last time that mod was updated. NEKOGRAD support mod. I did download the update 24 hours ago. It's the one, I think, so that the Empire's not hating us all the time. Justification with very strong gaslighting, aka Gotham by Catlight. I don't know what that means, but I do understand. Yes, we are justifying it with gaslighting. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I should go to Empire Relations. I'm gonna quickly adjust my faction relations with them. Faction. Relations with the Empire of the Moon should be neutral. Interesting. So my goodwill is already actually 0, but natural goodwill is 0. Some event permanently hostile. I don't know. Well, I'll figure that out later. yeah, I think we'll figure that out later. Okay. Let's just focus on making sure that this is all functioning by the end of the day. So we're fixing the beds. We're fixing the base, wall lamps. We get the things set up here. With enough lighting, we should be okay. We'll dismantle the excess. We have a lot of animals we can kill, so we're probably just going to try to butcher as much animals as we can to fill up our meat coffers. That's really what it is. Like, we're just going to have to fill the meat coffers up. And I need the research lab going so Infidave can sit at the lab and think. I need someone to be sitting at the lab all day. Right now, we were going to research hydroponics, but I'm actually going to switch to prosthetics. I think prosthetics are way more important right now. It's unlikely we're going to go for bionics, but having access to prosthetics is just going to be super, super handy. And then we'll slowly start replacing all the missing bits and pieces with more proper parts. Okay, so she should have enough parts to do what she needs to do. That toxic buildup's going to take a little bit longer to get removed, unfortunately. And Havel's one of our main builders, but Havel's super injured, right? Not a brain injury, it's just a really bad set of injuries. Yeah. That's fine. Thankfully, Funbound is a substitute builder, which is great for us. Okay, so now we have this research bench. Fine. And then I should be able to have Infidave sit there and research whatever we need to research. Comrade Onion needs to fix the next generator. Overworked and underpaid, that's all this is. And then we'll get the heal route going. 140% growth rate. Boom house, time to wake up. I need someone to dig the rocks out again. Who else is my builders? Comrade Immortal, you may be injured, but you can still put a well together with one arm. I feel so bad making Immortal work with one arm. There we go. Meat bank requires a huge deposit, solves for preservation, and space someone can hear you chew. Right now, my plan is to just try to farm all these animals for food. Like, you see that giant stack of rhinos? That's a lot of meat. Right, that can feed us for days. Days on end. Oh, the guy died. Okay, so let's quickly make a dumping zone here. So clear all chunks go here. And corpses go here. That are non-colonist corpses. Perfect, so we'll just haul this guy out of here because he's in the way. He's ugly. There's never cat ears here. I don't know where these cat ears you're talking about have come from. It must be all part of your imagination. Get 1, 2... Why does Rey not have a rifle? Where's her gun? Hello? Oh, did she drop it? Or it must have gotten destroyed. We need to make another. We gotta make another Meowson. That's so funny. All right, make 3 more Meowsons. Thanks for the singular arm. You are allowed to buy prosthetics if it's researched. Is this just an arm? All right. Well, I guess we'll give it to Immortal. Install arm. I think this is just a literal flesh arm, which is really funny. I need a medical bed. Furniture. I don't have medical beds right now, so we'll just put a bed here for now. I think that's just literally just someone's arm, which is probably the more concerning part, honestly. Okay, so then I'm gonna put here medical bed. Let's also have Anya put the lights in here now. And then I'm gonna have Immortal rest here. I'm gonna hope that we have enough to do this operation. That's a psychic drone. Causing us issues. Hello, Immortal. Good evening. Okay. We're gonna give you a new arm because you lost your previous arm. Oh my goodness, that's a leg. Infidave's just buying us different limbs right now that we can use to replace the injured, or the missing limbs. Okay, so we're gonna have Alana do the operation. Yes, unfortunately you lost your arm in a tragic battle. You also lost an eye, but that's a whole different problem. That's a liver. Alright, Ranu's here to watch and learn how medical operations are performed. Hey, congratulations, you now have your arm fixed, but you don't have an eye. And I don't have any spare eyes. So what I can probably do is give you an eye patch for now over your right eye. So I'll at least make you look cool. Okay. That's fine. That's okay, good. So who else is missing parts? I know Ray was missing something too. I think Ray's missing an arm too, right? Yeah, Ray's missing an arm, but I don't have a spare arm to provide her. She's also missing her hand, so she doesn't. So okay, so Ray is missing an arm, and on her other arm she's missing a hand. So she just is not having a good time. All right, that explains a lot right now. Then work on the blueprint here. I need that slammed out. I need to make sure we're not burning through all our power. I also know that I should have a... I'm pretty sure I have a multi-analyzer. I don't know why you're carrying a multi-analyzer, but let's just have you drop that real quick. We slam out this multi-analyzer here, and then that way Infodave can research, and let's give you some light so you're not, like, researching in the darkness. Yeah, it is very stumpy. It's very unfortunate, but, you know, it's the way it is right now. Okay. Boomhouse is still sitting here, slamming away at the rocks, which is exactly what I need. We are running out of food again, so we'll need to go on a hunting trip. So once this solar gen's done building, we're gonna go kill a couple animals. Probably the rhinos. Kill the horses, actually. Let's go to the real Uma Musume. We can also just strip Zeopolzer of that gun real quick. I need to get that to Ray. Alright, I'm just gonna commit a crime here. Just close your eyes if you don't like horses getting shot. Alright, perfect. Let's also go over here. Let's kill the rhinos while we're at it. The rhinos are delicious eating anyways. Okay. That's fine. So at least that gets us a few more animals that we can consume. Yes, it's the glue factory, the great glue factory. Make your glue factory jokes. I wish Ranu had gun skills, but unfortunately Ranu has no combat capabilities right now, which is really unfortunate. Okay, so at least Immortal's good to go with that. We also need a well. So we're gonna go to hygiene. I already have the electric power. I need a water well hooked up to the water network, so I don't know, I'll dump it here, is fine. And then run some hidden plumbing there. Okay. Ray's having a mental break, but that's okay. And then research on prosthetics is going fairly quickly. Just need some lights in here, and this will go way faster because it's 99%, because it is probably dirty. Yeah. Okay. All this out as well. Also here we can put any other corpses that I don't need. And then what else do I need next? I need to put down floors. I would like to have proper floors. We're using the reinforced concrete because it looks pretty. So we're just gonna, to get more of this, we can just keep adding more floors. Keep making the colony look more aesthetic. I'm not gonna say no to a giant steel meteor, although that steel meteor is on the other side of the map, which makes it a little hard to get to, unfortunately. Here, man, Joker, time to wakey wakey. It's time to butcher animals all day. I'm gonna butcher the rhinos one at a time, because we're still waiting for another quest that tells us where to go next, so I'm okay just kind of chilling for a bit. It's basically the recovery period. You know, after we had to deal with that last engagement, this is the best we can afford to do right now. There we go, look at that. Look at all those horses being butchered. Look at all that meat. Oh, so much fresh meat that will be turned into delicious meals to feed our colony. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. And then, in fact, I probably will order... Well, Lana's busy working over, that's fine. So let's order you to switch to cooking now. Now that we have all this meat ready to go. 1 more billion meals. It's already 120% with the cupboard and the cooking tools. If I had a sink, it'd probably go a little faster, but I don't have room for a sink. No, your meteors aren't destroying anything, thankfully. I'm glad they're not. I'd prefer if you didn't destroy my ship. Also, can we have you quickly slamp out the... have Comrade Anya put down the analyzer. There we go. Put that down. That'll give a little bit more production speed, or research speed. There you go. Now you research at 109%, which is not bad. So now we just need to give you light, because right now it's really dark in there, and it's kind of gross. Everyone's having mental breaks because obviously with the... Oh, we lost the commissar. We need a new commissar. Congratulations, Comrade Kefir. You have been approved as the colony commissar. As soon as I can set up one of those ideology thingies. Okay, so we're gonna assign Comrade Kefir as the colony commissar. Make sure my tooth alright. Alright, have a good night, Kahila. Don't worry, I plan on making sure my tooth stays perfectly fine and sane and not in pain. Thank you for swinging by. Like, I'm super hungry right now, like, unironically, and I'm gonna be eating, like, a fat bowl of soup again after this. Or, no, mac and cheese, I think, is my plan. Mac and cheese and chicken. I'm so glad I can eat solid foods, kind of, again. It sucked not being able to. So while we're doing this, can we do a leadership speech? Party? Yeah, run the speech real fast. Just trying to get people maybe situated here and maybe a little bit happier. Anya has no social skill, though, which is a little bit of a problem. So, we'll see how this pans out. It's not the best thing to do, but you gotta do what you gotta do, right? Perfect. I wish I could change the music for this ideology. I would love to have something else. Okay, so that gives us some development points, which is good. Okay. Now that we're in a little bit more of a stable situation, I think the colonists should be able to do whatever they need to do. We have enough meat to last us for a while. They just have to keep cooking. Despite the fact that they have minor issues like malnutrition and whatnot, and obviously major injuries. The other thing, too, is I do need to be a little careful. I do have that mod that's something about cyberpsychosis. Biostability. So if we keep adding more body parts, just remember, they will slowly succumb to cyberpsychosis if we give them just all super crazy body parts. You know, can't just give them the super wacky stuff. They gotta earn it. Gravity graph field amplifier. Huh. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so right now the main issue is steel. We don't have any new pawns right now, and we have 2 dead or mostly crippled individuals that can't contribute to the colony. That's like the other big issue. Okay. So again, if you don't have a character, feel free to buy a pawn. It's just the usual exclamation mark or $ pawn will buy a pawn. I'm gonna go use the restroom because I have to. In the meanwhile, you can, I don't know, gawk at the ship as we slowly try to recover from that previous major engagement. Okay. Oh my goodness. I think I'm finally refreshed. Oh my god, my mouth is still in pain. I think I'm actually supposed to take my medicine soon. I lost track of time. Oh, that's not a good thing. Hold on. Sorry, I just need to check something. Huh. That's weird. Okay, that should be fine though. Anyways, so I read manga, and apparently my manga tracker app thing has failed to update about 40% of the 40% of the titles that I have on my watch list, which is a very concerning thing, because obviously, as some of you keep up track with manga stuff, but Toto died recently, which is like a website that's been like a very popular site for manga and anime, or manga and comic, I guess piracy is the best way to describe it. And I guess a lot of my stuff was based off of that website. I thought it wasn't nearly that bad, but apparently a decent chunk were. Okay, these kidneys and this liver have nowhere to go. We really need to sort this out. There's a lot of stuff here that I just don't know where all this is going. Let's get these out of here. I need these hauled in there quickly. I don't want to lose those organs, and I don't want to lose that Meowson either. We'll be able to store the Meowson in here. So Ray should have her weapon again, and that should be good. This really is just like a waiting game until we can get all the materials we need to just expand. Which is unfortunate to say, but it's true. The amount of steel this colony needs is just crazy. Oh, I think that mouth perforation is kind of fixed now. That's good. I think I mentioned this before, but yesterday when I was blowing, if I blow air into my right cheek, the air goes out my nose. It's very weird because of the sinus perforation, but it seems to have finally fixed itself, so I don't have to worry about that anymore. Thank God. It was driving me crazy. I'm also trying to, if anyone's got any suggestions for good soft foods, I'm also all ears, because my diet's just been a mess. And I know people say just eat more veggies, but listen, I have, but there's still not enough veggies that I want to eat that I can eat with, like, in mush form. And I definitely am not eating mushrooms, because I hate mushrooms. I never really, like, understood the general appeal of eating a fungus, I guess, is, for me, the main thing. Also, I just realized, wow, that's a lot of horse meat. I need a dedicated cooker. Hold on. I'm gonna order Alana to just cook for the rest of this in-game day. It is time for my mandatory health excuses. Exactly. It is time for me to make excuses for issues that I could easily fix myself if I was willing to put the effort and time into not dealing with these problems. Okay, let's just do that. Should be fine. Simple meals, and then we have enough space for 30, 60, 70. We have enough space for 120 meals. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna order until we have at least 120 carnivorous fine meals, which we're gonna basically produce out of all the meat that we're harvesting from all these animals. Okay, it doesn't matter what, it's just all meat all the time. And then that way we can have that kind of sorted out, and we'll have a lot of food that we'll need. We'll also probably need to start cleaning some of these rooms up, because holy cow, these rooms are just filthy. That's a drop pod full of gold somewhere. That's fine. Okay. Everything is being fixed. The thing is, like, I don't know. I miss, like, I also haven't been able to, like, my vitamins are, for example, also in gummy form, and I can't chew those because I'm not allowed to chew anything like gummies right now, because that's very high risk chance of, you know, causing problems. So it's just a lot of really weird issues like that that I'm currently dealing with. Listen, all I can say is I really wish I had done this earlier when I was like 18, when they told me that I had impacted wisdom teeth, and not put it off until I was 30, which is the... I put it off until I was 30, and clearly that is that was a huge mistake. Shame I don't have normal vitamin pills like a normal adult. Yeah, it's a shame. They told me at 18. Okay, so I can explain this. So they told me, I went to the dentist when I was 18, and they're like, all right, you got to get this done because it's going to be an issue later down the line, right? Because they saw the x-rays and they saw that the teeth were impacted, but it wasn't like super bad yet. And then I was like, okay. And then I went to college. I went to university. And I came back and I completely forgot about it. And I didn't see a dentist for like another couple of years. And then that dentist was like, hey, this is a thing you should probably get done. And I'm like, yeah, eventually. Then I went back to university, finished my degree, got my first job. And after I got that first job, I went to the dentist again. And they're like, you really should get this done. And I think at this point I was like 20... I think at this point I was like 25. No, I was like 25 or 26. And then... and then I didn't see the dentist again literally until last December when I was in pain, or the beginning of this year when I was in pain, and they're like, yeah, we have to do this now. And I'm like, okay, fine. And then I finally got the wisdom teeth removed, and that's the whole story of why it took so long to get it removed, because I just kept putting it off. Basically, I have a strong tendency to just ignore problems until it becomes a problem. Probably not a very good way to do things, but that's how I was approaching. Oh, I am surprised that I am a functioning human being, quite frankly. I'm surprised I'm alive and existing. Yeah, and Ray's been telling me for over a year that I should be seeing a dentist at some point, and I was like, yeah. And then I didn't. So clearly, a lot of this is issues of my own creation that could have all been resolved if I was willing to, you know, listen. And so now I'm a lot more inclined to listen to people that, you know, are telling me, hey, I should probably do this thing. I promise I'm not ignoring it on purpose. It was just more, I'll do it eventually type deal. You know, you kind of get into that like whole, it's not a problem right now, so I can just ignore it for now type energy, which is not a good thing. Don't do that. Don't do what I did. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one who with like teeth problems too. Ray has teeth problems too. It's not just me. I'm not crazy. I just realized this entire thing is completely stacked with blue fur. I have no idea what to do with all this blue fur. Because we can't actually make the cat. We can make the uniforms with blue fur, but we can't actually make it with. We can't make the hats. I guess we can make the bandage kits, but we have enough bandage kits for now. Is there any other outfits? Oh, actually. You know what? We should probably have a stockpile of NEKOGRAD uniforms just sitting around for people to wear. Let's do... any of these, like, clothing racks that look pretty? I guess we'll take this, narrow wooden display shelf and we can just put the outfits on this for now. I really need a storage room system. We don't have enough beds, though. I think for now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one of these, tall display shelves. Make it out of steel is fine. And then I will restore all the NEKOGRADian uniform bits here. So the uniform, hats, maybe not the hats. Yeah, just the uniform for now. And then we'll find a separate spot for the hats. I do want to make the NEKOGRAD hats, but I just don't have cloth. Wait, we got hyperweave, didn't we? Oh, we need 25. We definitely do not have 25 hyperweave. Yeah, unfortunately we don't have that much hyperweave, which is a little tragic. Yeah, okay. There's also way more animals on this map than I was anticipating. Like, there's mega sloths everywhere. All the rats, obviously. Birds. It says we don't have enough food, but I guess we are... How are we eating through all the food so fast? Alright, we gotta kill more animals. Let's see. What creatures do we want to kill this time? We'll wait until daytime, but I'm feeling these donkeys and the crows and the rhino will make some delicious meat for our adventures. And that'll be the next target. So we'll grab you, you, and you. Actually, not you. You need to stay behind. Ray's still missing arms, but you can at least fight. Havel is still healing, by the way. Like, holy cow, Havel's injuries are so bad. It's like an entire quadrum of just pain. Alright, let's go hunting. Alright, those creatures have been executed. Let's see what else we can find. There's a rabbit right here. Okay. Let's go over here. Let's go execute some of these. Maybe you need to run away, Boomhouse, and then let's go. Let's see. I think that should be enough now. You need to add, understand how fast colonies eat food to the bingo card. I really do keep forgetting how fast they're ripping through food. Like, even with this many colonists, like we have what, 14? They're still ripping through. I mean, granted, I'm making fine meals, but it's almost like 3 or 4 animals worth of food every single day. I might actually need to stop making fine meals for now and start just doing simple meals until our stockpile is refreshed on food. Just so we have a healthy stockpile of meals ready to eat. With a max of 7 colonists? Yeah, but I like having more people. I like having more people, even though it gives me the huge headache of trying to figure out how to keep them all fed. Yeah, the biggest headache is keeping them all fed. And obviously we don't have the materials yet. Okay, so let's make uniforms. I want to make sure we have at least 6 available, and let's make these out of the blue fur that we are sitting on. That's fine. And then, what else can we make? We can make exo frames if we really wanted to. It's not really necessary. Don't need parkas. I do need to swap Boomhauser and Kefir's outfits out around to the NEKOGRAD uniform, which is why we're making these things. And then eventually Ranu, when Ranu grows up to be an adult soon, I need to make sure that the poor child has stuff ready to go as well. If only I was good at keeping that many colonists. No, I'm very bad. I thought that was common knowledge at this point of visitors. Ah, traders. Shigeru Guerra and his friend Peter De Leon have come to trade. They've come to barter. Oh, yeah, I can take off the cat ears. I don't need them anymore. The cat ears are simply just a ruse to get people to be interested in the stream. That's all it is. I don't actually have cat ears. It's all fake. Actually, what else are we still missing here? Yeah, because Ixonia is a really good crafter, so at least that can be done. It just takes time. Ah, look at that. Our first blue fur uniform. It's not the right color, but that's okay. Let's send Alana to trade. Maybe they got something we can give them. What do they got? Okay, so they're willing to buy weapons. They can have the sniper rifle because I don't really care for it. They can have the backpacks, I guess. I think I'm going to keep the kidney. I'll buy their medicine. Buy their pack of survival meals. All the hive pieces is fine. Sell the insect jellies, okay. Nah, just kidding. They don't have enough money for that. Keep my gun. Keep the backpack. Alright, that seems like an okay trade. Okay. Oh, there's a new quest. Collection of supplies. Nearby, there's a bamboo bow mining Corona debris field. Hostile scavengers, logging site. The problem is I believe the debris field might be too high up in orbit. Yeah, this is literally in orbit. So if we were to go here, we would not survive because we do not have vac suits. Outer, middle, yeah, we can only go up to the... I think we only go up to Mesosphere at the highest. And there's not really in the Mesosphere unless we want to go to like these funny floating islands or mountains. This one's got uranium though. Which is really tempting to go to, but I think we'll ignore that for now. Hopefully Havel will be up and running soon because Havel is one of our better builders and crafters as well. But again, the injuries have just been rough. Ah, look at that. They're switching to the proper uniforms. As was foretold. Hopefully Boomhouse will switch as well once another one is ready. Okay, look at that. We have meals ready to go. Let's make sure we do this until we only have 60. I don't want to make all of our meals fine meals. It just wastes resources and it's not worth keeping. Actually, are we allowed to land at other towns and trade with them? If that's the case, I would love to trade. Maybe that'll be our next jump. We'll try to trade with someone and see what they got for us rather than just keep moving around. Hopefully the next quest will trigger so we can find more of these Gravlight panels. I don't believe... Oh, you can't? Oh. So we have to land next door. But they hate you if you land next door. So you can only use shuttles. Okay, well, unfortunately, I don't have any shuttles. And I believe shuttles are way down the tech tree. Yeah, we need transport pod and then shuttle. Both research. Then I can make a passenger shuttle, which is not fine, but I need a shuttle engine, which we don't have a shuttle engine. So there's a lot of moving parts involved with that project. And I don't think the nearest one is over here. Okay. Hydroponics, good. Next is... They really are really overpowered. I remember we used to do something similar with like SRTS, and it made the game way easier. Could make a battle cloak. Not a bad idea. Hunting stealth is really nice too. Move speed and the carry weight. So if we could do armored battle cloaks. What if we do battle cloaks? Sure, why not? That's fairly cheap anyways. To be fair, the caravan system is a little janky. That's kind of like my biggest complaint with the caravan system. I do like it when it works, but honestly, it just feels better to move around as a whole colony rather than, you know, by yourself, you know, rather than through the... Like, that's why I really liked when we played with technical map vehicles. I really enjoyed that mod. As janky as that mod was, that was one of the coolest mods that I've ever played with. It was actually called Vehicle Map Framework or something is a specific name for it. But if I were to do that run again, I would start with the giant one from the very beginning instead of slowly trying to work my way up to that one. That's definitely how I should have done it. I should have just started with the big, chunky tank thing from the get-go. And I regret not doing it that way. But alas, that's how it is. Janky's not understand. Oh, trust me, I know. But it was still fun. I had a lot of fun with it. Oh my gosh. I think I might have talked too much. My mouth is starting to hurt. I'm trying to hold off the mouth pain as long as I can. We'll see how long I can survive. The vibrations in my mouth are driving me crazy. Let's order... Unbound to go kill in here. You know what? Let's send Immortal as a backup. There is a wonderful little lynx over there that needs to be executed. Okay. And I guess we'll also kill the rats while we're at it. Right, easy meals. Let's go hunting still. I was thinking of like ideas for the next one after NEKOGRAD, and I've got a few ideas. I'm considering that one mod that came out that's like the generator quest from... What's that game called? Frostpunk? And I thought that would be really cool. I wanted to do that as a winter thing, obviously because it's still winter. But we'll have to see. Because I don't expect to see the next Rimworld DLC until like, what, probably an announcement in September with a release in October is probably what's going to happen. I have no way to prove any of that, but I think that's how it was last year. I really hope that the next DLC is diplomacy focused. I would love for them to focus on like the diplomacy aspect of Rimworld and maybe having your interactions with the other colonies just a little bit more intricate. I think that'd be great. Will that actually happen? I don't know. Would it be cool? I think it'd be really cool. Just trying to think like what else they could possibly do. That would be interesting and unique. Keep pouring some concrete all over this. Yeah, pour that concrete. Make it look nice. I like how Ron was reading on the toilet. I guess that's a thing you can do. I'm not here to question it. Okay. So occupancy check this. Is there like no other table for Ranu to read? Is this the only spot where one can read a book? Okay. Also we gotta do the celebration. Let's do the celebration real quick. Populist party, just run the party real fast. Everyone says about the diplomacy sales systems. Oh, fair enough. People don't like complex systems. They want it to be easy and for them to understand. That's understandable. Like why it might not work. Oh my gosh, when did I drop frames? Hey, if you need to refresh the stream, please refresh the stream. Maybe Twitch is not counting people. Ah, here we go. We got a new person. A Buffalo shaman named Medic wants to join. He's got 18 intellectual. Yeah, come on in, buddy. You are free to join us. Get rid of your top hat, though. I don't like that bowler hat. That thing looks awful. There we go. Okay, who are we assigning this to? Who is on the queue? Okay. Violet's not here right now. I know Sun's here. So congratulations, son. Here's your new pawn. I think Sun went to bed, maybe. All right. Anyways, here's Sun. Sun is our new victim, a 62-year-old Muffalo shaman who loves food, is quite clumsy, quite brave, inquisitive, and greedy, with a very, very good intellectual stat. Like, holy cow, that is an insane amount of intellect. So we're gonna just make you research priority number 1. Yeah, in fact, that's gonna be your only priority. I need to get another research bench at some point. Nothing does compare to VE Outpost or Empire. VE Outpost is really busted. I'm not gonna lie, whenever I play with Outpost, I'm like this. I know that I understand that mod is overpowered and overtuned. I'm well aware of how busted that mod is, and I try not to use it too much. If I was doing single player runs, I mean, I would probably use it a little bit more frequently, obviously, but I don't do single player runs right now because I need to figure out how to set up a second install of Rimworld that does not affect my mainstream installs files, if that makes any sense. I'm pretty sure I could do that with Rimsort, probably. Just have like a separate instance of Rimsort downloaded and pointing it to different folders. But I never got around to figuring that out, and I've been a little lazy, and I play other games, so it's kind of hard to justify putting in the effort to do such a thing at the current time. Are we finally getting metal? Oh my gosh, we're finally getting steel again. Is there more steel on the map? There should be, right? It's really hard to see the steel because of the mod that I have that makes the terrain look a little different. This searching is taking a while. There's a lot of compacted steel. That's the meteor. This one's a little up north. Okay, so it's probably the next batch here. So we'll farm that out, and then eventually we'll farm the last stack. And that should be okay. With enough steel, we should be able to start expanding this correctly and making this look less ugly. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually dump all of the blocks. I don't need the blocks in here right now. Oh yeah, it's still, I don't know where it's from, but it's just what I've been using for forever. I have no idea where this modded vein miner option is from, but I've been using it for forever and I literally can't not use it. It's just too good to use. Makes life so much easier. Okay, I need to figure out how to sort through the rest of this is the main issue. So I want to sort through the... Okay, hold on, I have an idea. It only makes sense once you can see, and then it says, oh, okay, I did not know that. Maybe I need to look into using the vanilla one then. Auto doors are probably useful. Okay, so I unlocked a thing called battle cloaks. We can make a reconnaissance battle cloak. I'm curious to see what this looks like. Let's make it out of... I guess whatever we have available is fine. Maybe not any of this. Let's just try and make... I want to make one, and I want to see what this appears. Eventually, we might try to customize the uniforms for each comrade, but that might be a little difficult for the time being. Also, I need to start setting up the melee kits, because holy cow, we do not have enough melee kits. Like, look at Invade's got 10 melee skill. No ability to fight. So maybe if we give him a shield and some armor, he'd probably be good enough to survive a long, grueling fight. Look at Havel work. Havel's a good comrade. We have to hunt down more animals. Like, we got food for now. We gotta start converting all that into meals. Okay. God, I'm only getting 238 TPS because there's too many animals on the map. Alright, let's go hunting. Probably hunt down this stack of birds. The quails. No, let's kill the alpacas. Alpacas would be pretty solid. Yummy, yummy. And then hopefully we can keep getting more of this. Oh, here we go. A furniture builder named Mommy wants to join us. However, there's a pack of man-hunting wolves approaching us. Okay, first of all, let's get Sun cat ears. I just realized Sun is missing cat ears. American Crow is fine. Okay. Yeah, it's really funny because when I stream my TPS tanks, if I'm playing solo, my TPS is like in the upper, it would be like 600 right now. Streaming actually does eat up that many resources, which is really tragic. Okay, we're gonna take this quest. I will accept this one named Mami. So we'll get a new friend to join us to fill in the void that our previous friends have left. Oh my goodness, this one can't fight and this one is only likes melee combat. Okay. Oh, she's a high mate. Okay, first of all, let's okay, I'm sorry, you're a high mate. Okay, well, I know we have one person in the name queue, so we'll assign it. So this one is actually named Violet. And Violet is a forgotten child who grew up to be a furniture builder. Delicate, germaphobe, tortured artist, abstinent, fast walker, and kind. Very high social, can't do violent work, actually really good at construction, and decent at crafting. Okay. I'm going to quickly change your ideology, because anyone who joins us immediately flips over to NEKOGRAD. And we'll need to just deal with the wargs when they arrive, which shouldn't be too difficult. Okay, I say that right now, but they're coming in quickly. Alright, get the firing line ready. When in doubt, just set up a firing line. Okay, you run inside and try to run away. Alright. I've dealt with my share of wargs before. Okay, come on. There we go. Shotguns, honestly, and like their AoE damage. Oh, geez, they're actually moving. They're moving up. Okay, that got a little dicey. I don't know if any of these are edible. I think most of these are unedible. I think some of them might be usable, depending if they're all rotting or not. Kind of hard to tell. Okay, so we have spare uniforms, which is good. I think we researched hydroponics. We could set up a small hydroponics basin for something like dyes. I'm not sure how much we'll need dyes right now. Probably not. But I will move this one over here for now. Kind of make sure everything is nice and orderly. And then we'll need to get Violet a NEKOGRADian uniform, like everyone else. Alright, so Violet's work order is basically she'll be in charge of childcare. And then prioritize researching. If not doing that, then crafting. Crafting is going to be the tertiary job. Actually, construction will be primary. Yeah, I think that's a solid set of orders. And then that should... Basically, I think we're going to wait until the heal root crop is grown, and then we'll fly out of here. We'll continue to travel somewhere. I just haven't decided where yet. It really is just waiting until the next quest triggers, huh? I don't actually know how often the quest triggers. Ancient compass exchange signal constellation. Yeah. Man, I really want to upgrade the ship. I think we should be able to upgrade the... We should be able to upgrade grav power. And then maybe we can go towards oxygen. So if we can get all three of these... Yeah, if we can get all three of these, then we can immediately fly up into space, which is really the main goal. So we probably won't be in space proper until maybe stream 7. And this is already stream 4. At least that's my guess. Okay, so we got that research. Let's research... Could just jump straight into... I might actually just jump straight into shuttles. Shuttles might be... Oh... Need multi-analyzer as well. So if I do that, I'm skipping out a bunch of technologies that might actually be useful. Shields are probably handy. Heavy weapons would get us access to some pretty hefty turrets that I could use. AKM, PKMs, and SVDs with precision rifling are also very powerful to have. We haven't run into the mechanoids yet, but I'm afraid we might soon, is the other concern. And we don't have a lot of easy ways to deal with them right now. Our weapons are not strong enough to probably poke them down. On the other hand, surrogate organs and brain, like a brain stimulator, would be really handy to have, just so maybe the severely damaged people can come back. So we'd have to surrogate organs and brain surgery. So maybe let's do that first, so we can get Havel and we can get Xanth and Sea Opposer up and running again, because holy cow, they are still just cripples eating up my valuable resources, and I prefer if they're alive. Yeah, let's focus on that. Our steel supply at least is coming back to life. Thank goodness. After all that time of no steel, it's good to have materials again. We can also dismantle this probably. Let's dismantle this. Easy steel. Get that bird, and I think there was another stack of steel somewhere here. Just grab all this, dismantle that. Perfect. And I'm trying to plot out the design of the ship. I really wish I don't know why I didn't find any graph panels on that last fight or that last area. I'm still annoyed by that. I'm gonna keep thinking about that the whole time. This art is a statue of Airman Joker tying the prisoner's hands with professional efficiency. Takes place on the outskirts of a district, executed in photographic style. Okay, that's fine. We should probably make more statues, actually. Add some pretty statues. Okay. I need a hospital. Okay, so here's our temporary hospital. Here's what I'm gonna do. Storage. 3 items of various kinds. It's probably okay. Am I winning? Hello there, Normar. We're doing our best to win. It ain't easy, but we're trying. We can store the medicine on there. And possibly organs. We'll have to put the organs somewhere else. Need to make sure all the bullets end up here and not on this shelf here. But I definitely want the medicines there. That's what I'm making out of wood. This entire colony should be steel. Steel is pretty. Steel is aesthetic. Anyways, Norma, how are you doing? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Actually, let's use the grab ship shelf. I think this looks a little nicer. And oh, look at that. We're actually making way too much oh shoot, are we capped out? Oh, we're actually capped out on almost capped out on astrofuel. We might actually suspend making astrofuel. Rana's been really good at just making astrofuel. Okay, circuit organs, and then we'll do brain surgery next. So this will require... This requires 10 Nutramine, which we do not have. So Nutramine, we can do Nutriflowers, or we can trade with traders. Traders, we haven't found anything yet, which is the other problem, so that's a bit unfortunate. I really wish some of these people could use a gun. But a lot of them are brawlers, and they refuse to use a gun. Guns are way better than using melee weapons. Ugh. Anyways, hopefully you're having a good evening, Normar. Hopefully your evening's not pain and suffering. If it is, I hope you're able to at least relax here. Okay, here we go. Let's slam this out. Extreme break risk on Airman Joker because he hasn't seen fire in days. Alright, fine. What's the easiest solution to make fire that's not going to create a lot of heat? I guess a torch lamp in the kitchen is probably as good as I'm gonna get. Because if he's working in the kitchen a lot of the times, I guess that's probably the easiest solution to minimize his pain and agony. God, I hate how that's like the actual strategy that I have to use here. Okay, also here's a cloak. This is a battle cloak. I want to see what this looks like on... Let's put this on Comrade the Boom House. Actually, no, let's put this on Kefir. I think Kefir wants this. I want to see what this looks like. I downloaded a mod called Combat Cloaks, and I thought they looked kind of sick. Ooh. Hold on. Look at that. That actually doesn't look too bad. If we could recolor that. Ooh. Like if this was colored, for example, with the NEKOGRAD uniform underneath it. Okay, we might use this. It does provide a small set of buffs for the character in question. Let's see. Carry weight, move speed goes down, flammability goes down, carry weight, reload speed go up. Carry weight also goes up, so probably start investing in some of these, and we'll have to start setting up like the assault armor version. Like we'll set up loadouts. Yeah, it does look good with the uniform. It looks really nice. There's additional versions that are available, but we don't have the technology for them. I believe they require armor. Flak armor gets you access to the armored one, and I think there's another one that I'm forgetting. So yeah, that's gonna be... We're gonna make sure we look all tactical you know, tactical communist cat girls. That's the plan. Storage, clear all. This one should be medicines. This is the critical one for now. So let's haul off this one and this one out of there. I'll make sure these go where they need to go. So that's sorted out. Get this one out of there too. And then just empty the shelf with the bullets. I don't need them there. Perfect. It really does, yeah. Oh, a long time ago we did do a Metal Gear Solid themed colony, and it was interesting because we had things like mech walkers and a lot of drugs going around, and everyone was a soldier, everyone had to fight type of deal. It was a very unique experience. All right, Airman, before you have a complete mental breakdown of not seeing fire, I'm gonna have you cook right now until you pass out. So his fire needs should be fixed now, right? Slowly. There we go. Now he's slowly getting happier. Now that he sees fire. No, keep cooking. There's nothing else to cook, is there? Alright, keep cooking. Oh yeah, Alba's content is incredibly overpowered. It definitely requires a certain mod and the right amount of threats. Huh, that was a weird taste. Yeah, it definitely requires a certain, like, colony type to appreciate, I guess, or to utilize. So we don't use it too often because it is very busted. I think the only one I have installed is the exosuit framework for this run, which is because I was like, well, what if I want to give the NEKOGRADians, you know, that type of gear? Oh my gosh, we're not able. Oh, we're actually butchering too many animals. We're actually not able to cook all of it. You're gonna have to keep cooking faster, buddy. There's a lot of meat. Wait, why are we moving it there? Hello. Oh, I on critical. I don't know why we're dumping it here. No. I see the issue. I don't know why we're dropping it in here. That's so weird. Okay. I was like, why are we moving the meat to like where it doesn't need to go? That's super strange. Okay. Okay. Also, I don't know why this Meowson keeps getting like unallowed, and it's driving me crazy. I want Ranu to haul that. I don't know where that's going, but I need it to go somewhere where it needs to go. There we go. I was about to say, there should be enough storage here somewhere. Okay, so we have our medicine temporary hospital room. It's a little janky. There's a reason why I never will play with Void. I know if I've mentioned that before, but I basically refuse to play with Void. Every time I look at like what's in that mod, I'm like, this is not fun. Seem fun. Oh my goodness. Okay. Cave system. Oh, that's like 2 jumps. Am I willing to wait for the heal route, or do I just jump? I think I just jump. I think I don't want to keep waiting. Hello, Havel. How are you doing, comrade? Yeah, I think we just jaunt on over. Let's get rid of the solar gens. And I think we'll just leave. Not really a point to sticking around in this area. We got a decent amount of steel. We didn't get any compacted machinery because there was none to be found. Anyways, Havel, I'm doing pretty good, aside from obviously mouth shenanigans that are ongoing. Other than that, all is well. Yeah, we're not gonna fill that with water. Let's get this real quick. I want to get that steel and components. I don't want to leave that behind because we already know that these materials are very, very hard to get. Oh, you got a new heart meds. Oh, okay. Well, you know, hopefully you're not going to deal with any major side effects. I know that's always a concern with this type of stuff. So hopefully it goes well, Havel. I don't know why we're hauling corpses in here. I might get rid of all these like storage things. These things are just a pain. Okay, these are normal, so now I want these hauled out of here now, because these things are just rotting in here for some unholy reason. I don't know why we keep... What is happening? Am I going crazy? Like, why... Okay, I see what's going on. Okay, haul that, and then I need the bricks moved out of the way, too. Okay. Yeah, I think I figured out what was going on, but it should be safe now to get rid of them. I just had to like reorganize how it was being set up, because these were set to like critical for some reason, and I had to just adjust them to be not so critical. Okay, we got everything we need. Let's get on out of here. We don't need to stick around. I think as great as it'd be to get the steel, I think I want to just keep jumping over. I'm gonna take at least 2 jumps, 1, 2, probably 3 jumps to get over there. So I guess we're gonna enter the desert. Let's see. There's a valley here. There's a hollow medicine stockpile. All right, let's go to the medicine stockpile. That sounds more fun. The Kamba sand pit. All right. Can we survive the desert, or are we gonna die? Oh, actually, what's the weather right now? 27. Oh, we don't have air conditioning. That might be a problem. Well, we might be fine. I think we'll be okay. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be okay. Yeah, it's also the clothing, which we do have. We are upgrading a lot of our outfits so that we can survive like much longer in the deep, in whatever weather. Like, we're really good for cold right now, but with cold means you can't grow crops, and right now crops are our biggest issue because we're not really growing anything. Food is our constant struggle, so we're constantly trying to farm. You know, we're basically hunting any animal that we find just so we have something to consume for food. That's kind of like the struggle. But we did get some nice new outfits, which are very pretty and aesthetic to look at. Okay. Let's go land at this dry thing. Alright. So there, it said dry lake. There's no water here. Not even any animals. We're gonna, as soon as we can, we're leaving here. I have no intention of staying in this forsaken wasteland. There is a decent amount of steel though, so I do want to farm that. We'll land here is fine. It did say there's a medicine stockpile, so we'll need to hunt that down too, so that we have some, you know, materials. Okay, we had a minor crash. Okay, so now we're gonna research the oxygen networks. I know we're gonna need that next, so I want to make sure we have steel, and then I need to hack this down because we're gonna go down underground. But they only stockpile. I'm glad modders are making. I'm glad a lot of games are a lot of Rimworld mods are making use of like the multi-level system that was introduced in. I think it was Anomaly actually. I know this mod's obviously using it, but it's really nice that a lot of mods are. I'm seeing it a lot more frequently. Although I think a lot of them had their own interpretation of how it worked anyways, but I guess it's just a lot more. I guess I'm just seeing it more frequently now. Okay, so we'll get brain surgery, then we just need to get our hands on Nutramine. There's no one nearby we can trade. Oh, yeah, we need shuttles. That's fine. Why is this gun constantly just not being allowed? A psychic soothe pulsar vanimetric parcel and jade in exchange for 240 human leather. The problem is I don't have human leather because we're not butchering humans. So I'm not quite sure how feasible that is as an option for a quest. Maybe not. Okay, we're gonna go research. I think I just need to get shuttles ASAP. Let's do transport pods, then multi-analyzer, then this shuttle thing, and then we can start to rip through all the other research. A lot of steel here. And Sun, very intelligent, should be able to get through that stockpile entrance, and we'll send in a small hit squad. 24 degrees. Actually, what is our comfortable temperature? So with this gear... Okay, so the reconnaissance thing... Okay, wow, the NEKOGRAD uniform is really good, actually. It's insulation heat, and then the hat, I think, is adding a decent amount for the heat insulation. Yeah. Oh, congratulations on crossing 1 million. Oh, have you just been trying to save for 1 mil channel points the whole time for the rim bucks? Is that what you've been waiting to do the whole time? Congratulations on accomplishing your goal. Let's have you... Okay, yeah, we're feeding the... They're still injured. Their muscles have atrophied. I'm pretty sure Ray has a lot of points too, but I don't know how much Ray has. I think I know who has the most, but I'm not gonna say who has the most. Oh, we can rip this apart too. Hold on, there's stuff in it. I don't like any of those options. Why is it always suffering? Gutworm's flu or a heart attack? Remember, the heart attack only affects one person. The rest can affect multiple people. So it's a question of how much suffering do you want us to deal with? I need to see a poster to... Is it easy? Oh, because you're not having to buy things all the time, right? You can't buy chickens. If you could buy chickens, the game would explode. That's why I'm not letting anyone buy chickens. Okay, we'll do celebration opportunity. All right, celebration. We don't have a pew, so we'll have to work with what we got. Oh, these guns keep getting disallowed. All right. If this works well, we should be able to get another pawn to join us, which actually might put us a little over too much. All right, it was unfortunate. Okay, I know Ixonia is missing a kidney, so let's quickly install a kidney that you've been missing for quite some time. There you go. Yeah, well, I'm trying to make sure we don't deal with that many chickens again, because the chicken shenanigans are fun until the game starts to lag. It's only fun for a little bit. I see you want to just cause chaos and make me suffer, huh? I see. Ray's entire goal is to make sure we are always in pain. I get it. She wants us to suffer. I understand. Suffering brings her joy. Suffering gives her life. It gives her happiness. And then Ray decided to get dark visions, and now she's sad because of, I guess, whatever she's looking at. Okay, I think this is going to be the rec room, ultimately. This room will probably be the rec room at some point. All right, Bashi is the one suffering a heart attack. Oh, that's so funny. It's Bashi dying of a heart attack. I guess we should probably make sure Bashi doesn't die. Yeah, I'd prefer if Bashi doesn't explode, so let's do that real quick. Oh, Bashi died. It was way too quick. Wow. Alright. Alright. So in the interest of keeping the meme going, we're gonna go to animals. We're gonna go to Bashi. We're gonna remove. We're gonna resurrect. Remove that, and then we're gonna rename Bashi to Bashi 3. All right, so there's Bashi. It's the same Bashi, just constantly revived over and over and over again. It's Bashi the third now. The heart attack unfortunately killed the dog, but the dog is back alive, and I guess the dog's never allowed to die. I might make another... The problem with making more of those cloaks is that they do require components that I don't really have a lot of. Obviously, I don't have a lot of wools either, which is the other big issue. I don't think patch leather counts as wool, right? Probably not. Okay, we're going to send some people down there, so we're going to send Immortal, Havel, Boomhouse, and Anya. Right, into the stockpile. Let's go. I want to see what's down there. All right. Boomhouse here, looking around, seeing... No. Oh, hello. Maybe we should wait for everyone else to get here. Wait. Oh, they're fighting some... Oh, there's a trap that they're fighting. Okay, well, that probably makes our job a little easier. Okay, I don't know why Sun has a... Wait. Why do you have a nothing kit? Hold on. Drop that weapon. Where's... I know I have a Gladius sitting around somewhere. Take Gladius with you. I'm scared to peek through this door. I'm very concerned. Let's move around here. Okay, there's a single turret. Okay, that's fine. This room is completely ignorable. There's like nothing of note in there. You know what's crazy? Oh, I'm just surprised how many people actually have that much after. I guess since some of you have been here for so long and just been hanging around, which I appreciate. I love seeing the millions. I don't have a prize for you, unfortunately, but, you know, you have my gratitude. Oh, that's more insects. That's medicine. Okay, is there anything else in this room? Okay. Let's go up here, hack that one. This guy has not much. Okay, so if they start attacking us, then we start gunning them. Alright, they're angry. Thankfully, we can just gun them down without too much issue. Alright. You need to reload faster, buddy. Okay. Ray's no longer having mental breakdown. That's good. Let's get Sun down here as well. That thing is going to take a little bit, so let's have you open that up. Owl can go exit. Okay. Next. Oh. Okay. So far, so good. Safe. Let's go have Immortal crack the next door, and we'll have Anya check the next room over there. Okay. This room is generally safe. I'm going to have Sun come over here and then hack the other door. I'm trying to maximize all the door hacks as much as possible before I start doing the terminals. What a weird room. What a very strange room. All right, let's get these guys over here. The medicine's nice, though. Having medicine is very handy. Okay, check the next one. Check this room. Ah, see, this is what we're looking for. Look at all that glitter world medicine. Oh my goodness. Why is there so many of these? Okay, sure. Just hack the security terminals at this point. I don't think it matters anymore. Okay, last door's been opened. Just hack all these. One of these will take care of that turret. Turret disabled. That's good. All right, I think that last one's not going to do anything. Okay, let's go check this last room out. There is a dude who's very much dead and not alive. All right, let's go down here. Let's just make sure all the bugs are dead. Extra dead. Wait. No, that turret was disabled. No. That said... No, that said it was disabled, right? Okay. That should have been disabled. I don't know why it fired at me. That makes zero sense. I'm not crazy. This should have been destroyed, and I shouldn't have taken any damage from that. Actually nonsense. So I'm gonna fix this abomination that just happened. Okay, I know it was destroyed. I know it was disabled, and it still attacked me for some reason. Right? I'm not crazy, right? Yeah, disabled the turret, and it still attacked me. I don't know why. All right, let's crack everything else open in here that I haven't cracked yet, so... Not really a point of these security terminals anymore. Let's just open the component box here. And let's crack open... There's any other component boxes here, right? That's it? Not anymore. I put the ears back. Put your ears back. You're not losing your ears. That's it, yeah. Okay, let's exit here. So, undraft, and then exit with all 4, and make sure we take all the medicines, components, medicine. I'll leave the corpses behind. I don't really care about that. All right. 6 glitter world medicine is crazy to find, and that is probably the biggest haul we've acquired thus far. Okay, also, I think Ixonia got the kidney, so Ixonia's got their kidneys back. That's good. Okay, so Ray needs a prosthetic. Bad. So we can either go straight for making a prosthetic arm. Or we can just give her a new hand. Maybe the hand would be a little better, a little easier. Prosthetic hand is 3 components. Bionic arms, we did not research yet. Bionic replacement arm is not actually super expensive to manufacture. Oh, I guess 4 advanced components is a lot. I guess we'll just do prosthetic for now. Yeah, that's fine. All right, we'll make a prosthetic hand, and that'll replace the arm, the hand that's missing. So at least Ray can do some functioning work. Oh, and then, yeah, those are still pretty bad brain. We need to also make a new jaw. I think someone's missing a jaw. We'll need to do that. Hydraulic jaws. You know, it's fine. I do kind of enjoy the part of Rimworld where you have to deal with all these injuries and slowly start to, you know, fix them over time, right? Like, you start off really, like, early on, and then as you get stronger, you're able to fix these problems. I think that's a fun way of doing things, honestly. We're ready to fly again, and we'll just keep hopping over. We could get the Mechanator thing, but I don't care about the Mechanator stuff. Ancient Quarry, Ancient Toxic Vent. I don't think I like any of those words. And there wasn't much here anyways other than the steel. Why does Ray need names if she's already assigned to someone? Okay, so Sonia and Violet both have the gut worms, unfortunately. We'll have to deal with that. Also, while we're doing this, I would like to keep adding more. I want to keep adding more poured concrete. Everything is concrete. When in the end we are all actually concrete. Because I think we can fly now, right? Yeah, there's not really a point to waiting to get more steel. We'll find more steel anyways. We don't have a lot of miners is the other big issue. Again, like one person is allowed to smack rocks apart. You mean there's no space for some medicine? There's always space for medicine. Grab that medicine, please. You know what? Better solution. You, local head nurse maid, pick up all the meds. I do need to also figure out how to get Ray's gear to look a little better. I need to also get rid of these stupid top hats. They look so dumb. Alright, let's move on out of here. Next jump is lava flow, or maybe we just keep going as direct. I don't think we're gonna make it exactly. Mountains and caves, caves and mountains, a desert. What about in the upper layer? What about in the troposphere? What do we got? Jade? An ice mass. That one's a little too far for us. Okay. So in that case, I think we will just go... Can't really land near the Empire. They're gonna kill us. So maybe we'll land... I think we'll go here. Let's not go here. Let's go here. This is fine. All right. One more hop. We'll just keep on... Oh, wait. Before we leave, there's actually an ancient danger here. I'd actually like to crack that open. Yeah, I actually want to crack this open. I want to see what's in there. And get Comrade Anya and then Sun out here as well. Let's actually see what's in here. Because if there's good treasure, you might as well grab it, right? Why leave perfectly good treasure behind? Maybe we should have a firing line ready to go in case... Oh, hello, that's a flesh creature. Okay. That was weird. Oh, there's a marine helmet. Okay, we'll not grab that yet. Alright, I'm gonna have Sun go in there, crack open a crypto sleep casket, hope nothing bad happens. Alright, run. Oh boy, Sun just got completely butchered by a gun. Okay, let's have Anya go in there real fast. I don't know if she can aim at that guy. Oh, that's friendly fire. Okay, come on. Okay, good. So that's all we need. Okay, so undraft you, and you. Let's have you quickly. Okay, Alana's coming to take care. I need someone to stabilize real fast. You stabilize. And then let's bring Alana over here quickly. I just need someone to make sure he's not going to die. Okay. And then you can come here and tend. And then let's start sorting through the rest of this. Let's open this up. And then... Oh, wait, hold on. Strip this one. Okay, perfect. So we just got our first set of marine armor. I don't care for the rest of this, but the marine armor. Oh. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so... If I give it to Ray, that's just showing favoritism. But I guess favoritism is okay here, so I'm gonna give it to Ray. We're gonna give Ray marine armor and the marine helmet. And then I don't know, we'll just grab everything else here. Okay, so unfortunately you cannot wear the gun link, the marine helmet, and the NEKOGRAD stuff, so that's unfortunate. So the hat will have to go to, I don't know, Violet, I guess, gets the hat now. So someone gets the hat. Someone will at least always get the hat. Perfect. Okay, so we're gonna clear that out. Now that's forced, and then the rest of these probably don't matter. She's basically dead. I could try to rescue this one. I don't know if we have enough spare areas for to save them is the problem. I guess I'll take pity on them. And then we're gonna give Kefir the gun link is fine. Oh, sun went down. Why? Sun will pick you up. Alright, we'll go rescue that poor fella. Alright. A lot of medical emergencies. A lot more heads to feed. I guess we'll wait a little bit. Prisoner okay. Yeah, prisoner or person we're gonna try to keep perished. Make sure we take all of their items that I care about with us. I'm not gonna lose that here. Hello, Zirizen. How's the cat cafe? Well, the cat cafe ship is growing slowly. I'm gonna have Infidave apply this tech print real quick, and then I want to make sure we carry the Luciferium with me, and then also grab the... I think dismantling a hermetic crate just doesn't really give you much. What does dismantling these actually give you? I don't remember. I don't remember what dismantling these give you. I guess we'll find out in a second. Okay, so it's just mostly steel and uranium. Okay. That's easy enough. Can we have you quickly dismantle this? And this one as well. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. You might notice there's a little bit of chaos unfolding. We did lose 2 characters earlier due to tragic combat shenanigans as we fought off literal pigs. Yeah, you can seal this off. But in the end, everyone's alive, or most people are alive. And it was just a minor setback. I'm gonna have Ranu pick up all that Luciferium. Okay, so one of the people we did rescue joins us. Their name is Huff. All right, Huff, welcome aboard. I'm going to... You're 53. Let's see. Get your NEKOGRAD gear. And then I'm gonna give you a new... cat aesthetic. Do you have a character, Zirizen? If you want, you can join the queue and I'll assign this one to you. There we go. Everyone gets the outfit. Everyone must have the NEKOGRADian uniform. I think I got everything. I do want to grab this steel. It's in the chat stream title, ! Join queue. Will allow you to join the queue. Why do the Mosins keep ending up in the bathroom? I don't understand why the Mosins keep ending up in here. You gotta do it one word. It's gotta be one big word. Yeah, I'm so confused. Like, every time I turn around, like, these are just in here. Let's add a light. Maybe light will fix it a little bit. Okay, also, didn't I have another tech print? Quickly add the circadian rhythm one real fast. This also just quickly gives Infidave a bunch of EXP, despite the fact that Infidave does not actually have a passion in being smart. He's just actually decent at this, which is really funny. Okay. Wait, did you not apply it yet? Where are you? You're in tooth pain. Why are you having tooth pain? Did you have an oral surgery recently that I'm unaware of? What's going on? Okay. So here we go. So Zirisan, this is gonna be you. I'm gonna assign this to you. Okay, so you are a 55-year-old refugee runner who became a propagandist. You're quite kind, resilient, trigger happy. You have creepy breathing and you're well coordinated. So you're actually really good at melee, but you're not a gunner. God, I need more gunners so bad. But I'm getting melee beaters. Anyways, Ranu, what's your pain involving? What's causing the pain? You have an old gunshot. Let's actually get Ray situated. I'm gonna give Ray her hand now. He's been needing that prosthetic hand for quite some time. We get Ray to lie down here. Perfect. And then we're gonna have Alana come over here and do the usual of do the operation. Where'd my Glitter World medicine go? I want to make sure we don't touch that. Hal's carrying the rest of it. That's unfortunate. You have another molar with a cavity that is deep enough for you to feel the... Oh, jeez. That's kind of similar to what I've been dealing with. I hope you survive, is all I'm going to say. Why is everyone just having tooth issues? Why is it when I start having problems, everyone else starts having problems too? Is it a curse? Do I just bring a curse upon people? Or if I start suffering, everyone else has to start suffering too? Is that what's going on? Do I just bring pain to people? Does my existence just cause everyone pain? Oh, we don't have plate armor. Oh shoot, I need plate armor. Let's get that real soon. All right, we're getting out of here. We got everything I care about. Let's leave. We're gonna move closer to our destination. Let's go land. Here's fine. All right. Yep, don't care about the uranium. That's fine. Go. Why use guns when you can slice their heads off? Because you can perforate their heads before they get to you with a gun. That's why we use gun instead of sword. Very easy logic to follow, is it not? God, we have so many jumps to make to get over there. It's at least 2 more jumps. We might actually be able to make it there by the end of the night. Alright, another desert tile, not a lot of food. Another ancient danger that we can farm for materials is fine. There's a couple small animals that will just kill the desert creatures. What do we got here? There's something here. An alligator, an iguana. We'll kill the iguana for food. That's fine. Need the stream buffers for it gets delayed by a few seconds. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. That's just the unfortunate thing with how Twitch handles stuff. Low food, starvation. Oh wow, am I really out of food? Oh shoot, I am out of food. Okay, there's a creature here that we can kill. All right, that is a monitor lizard. That monitor lizard is about to become dinner. Let's get Immortal out here too. Let's have these two hunting. All right. Right, that's some fresh food. And then let's go down over here. There's another lizard that we can kill for food. Okay, easy kill. There's another one over here. I have way too many people to feed now. I have 17 bodies. Oh my goodness, Ranu's a gunner now. Thank goodness. All right, congratulations, Ranu. You're gonna get your very first rifle. I'm gonna give you your very first rifle so you can fight. Okay, so I'm gonna take these that I've already drafted. We're gonna get Anya, Havel, and Boomhouse over here. Get Kefir as well. How many components am I sitting on? I have 38. Let's get maybe one more battle cloak is fine. Alright, let's go crack this bad boy open. Let's crack open the cold one, because we're stuck here for a couple days anyways. We're stuck for about 1.6 days, so we just have to survive without a little... We just have to, you know, get by without a lot of food for a little bit. Okay, so just have Comrade Anya crack this one open. Construct that wall. I want to make sure we have a firing line ready to go with whatever pops out of there will explode. Good morning, Skylet. How are you doing? Oh, that's a mechanoid. Oh, that's a lot of mechanoids. No, you need to run. You need to run. Oh, shoot. Oh, lordy. town's on fire, which is not fun. Okay. These mechanoids are very deadly. You're doing okay. You made a lesbian friend while talking on your sleep. What do you mean you made a lesbian friend while you're talking in your sleep? What? Oh shoot. Okay, so maybe cracking that open was not a good idea. Okay, you, and you know, hey Ranu, you got a weapon now. You got to fight here. I don't want to deal with this. I'm sorry. I'm like a little stressed right now. I'm just gonna reload that. I'm so sorry. I normally try not to reload, but I'm like a little stressed right now, so I'm just gonna we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. You haven't Discord and talked to someone yesterday for like 4 hours. You slept all day. Oh my gosh. Are you okay after sleeping that long? Unless you were like super exhausted, in which case I fully understand. Sometimes you're just like tired and you just need sleep. Well, hopefully you're okay and you can just chill. I'm always open for letting people being here and just like, all right, you can relax. This is a nice cozy zone for people. Unless for some reason I choose to not make it cozy, but I always let people just vibe. Do people still sleep call on Discord? I don't think I've ever sleep called on Discord. I don't do that anyways. I can't say the same for Ray, but I definitely don't fall asleep while I'm in call with someone. It's I remember it's like the common joke is that that's the e-dater thing to do. All right, we're getting that last animal. Perfect. So we'll at least have a lot of simple meals to consume for the next while. But yeah, I'm glad that you're here and you're able to relax and enjoy the ride. The wonderful pain and suffering that we're all undergoing together. Okay, so at least that's a little bit more meals. Let's order... Okay, so we're butchering that. Okay. You fall asleep too easily. That's fair. I know you get tired. Ah, which one of these are we getting? Oh, gosh. We have 3 bars worth of food, which is not really enough. Because we're only making this, okay, let's not make, okay. No more, make simple meals only. Okay. We can kill that goose at least. Alright, let's go send Immortal and Funbound down here, and let's keep hunting. Whatever we can get our hands on for food is, I'll take it. I'm not going to crack open that stupid thing anymore. Okay, now we're going to get flak armor, because good lord, we are desperate for armor. I really need armor. Your friend fell asleep, called for playing tower defense game on Roblox. Ah, we've advanced to Roblox sleep Discord calls. Got it. You texted. How do you? I don't really understand how people are able to text people while they're asleep. I can't do that. Like, I always need to know what I'm texting. I guess, if that makes any sense. Wait, has the chat thing not been showing up on screen the whole time? Oh my gosh, it hasn't. Oh my goodness, I thought it was... Oh, that's weird. I thought I had Caster Labs open the whole time. That's... Whoopsies. Let's crack this open. I don't think there's an ancient danger, right? Oh, that is an ancient danger. Maybe we don't crack that. There's 2 ancient dangers on this map. I'm not going to risk it. We're not risking it. We are not risking it. There we go. I am so sorry. I did not realize I didn't have that chat thing open for like the last 3 hours. Yeah, I want to kill that thing real fast. All right. There we go. Okay. All right. Alana has gotten a boost in plants to 10,008 experience, which is pretty good. We got the Arco Nexus quest, except I've never done that before, so we're never going to do that again because why ever bother? Oh, we did crack it open. What do you mean there was nothing? Oh, there's a flesh beast. Okay, Havel must have walked over there when I wasn't paying attention. Alright, everyone's got a weapon and can come save Havel. Needs to come over here and save Havel now. I don't know if Havel can outrun the beasts, but we'll do what we can. There's a crate as well as the psychic animal pulsar. The advanced components is what really matters. Run, Havel, run! They're after you. You need to keep moving. Get Ray over here. Ray's got a gun. All All right, and then hopefully we can just bait them in. Oh, they split. Okay, great. Okay. Rays are pretty good shots. At least that's fairly quick. And I think the stage is doing so much work there. Okay, not too bad. I'm not sure if I want to eat this. Let's just go down here. I want to crack open the hermetic crate, and I guess we'll grab the flesh shaping thing as well. So I'm going to have you apply that tech print, and then I'm going to have Havel crack open the hermetic crate and leave the other stuff behind. Compact weaponry is pretty solid. You pick that up. Pick that up. And pick that up as well. We don't have bionic brains available, unfortunately. They're very expensive. Maybe bionic legs go faster. We are researching bionic parts eventually. Just not a priority. Okay, you pick this up while you're at it. Okay. Okay, I think that's everything. Now we leave. I don't really care about eating flesh beasts, so let's just leave. Oh wait, we can't leave yet. 16 hours. We're stuck. There we go. Overworked cook, making food. Fantastic. As soon as the food is made, it's like all gets consumed instantly, which is probably the most insane part of this. And I'm not going to force people to eat, you know, flesh beasts, because that's not delicious. That's gross. But there's so many bodies to keep feeding. Zirizen can't do anything right now still, because still injured, right? Is there any other prosthetics that I need? Oh, we need a jaw, right? I think I needed a jaw. Who was missing the jaw? So Ray's missing an arm. Oh, maybe whoever was missing the jaw, I think they might have died. I think it was one of the others. So you don't actually need the jaw. Okay. That's fine. Yeah, let's not do that then. We don't need the jaw. Okay, who's getting the other cloak? Who gets the cloak? Why is that actually not part of the apparel policy? Oh, it is. Okay. Can I assign gear as part of the loadout, or is this only for weapons? I guess it's only for weapons. You assign the apparel through the apparel policy. I'll give it to Ray. I think Ray gets it for now. And for her, I will just color this pink or something. Yeah, we'll just color it pink. I'm not going to do this all the time, but I do want to start painting gear later on. There we go. Just got the pink cloak of justice. We'll call it that. People get mad that they told you something super important during breakfast and you don't do it. You don't see it right. So you got like that morning amnesia going on, right? You wake up and you're like, oh yeah, that thing that we were talking about, and you completely forgot. I know what you're talking about. Is there no fruit on this tile that I could eat? Can we eat bees? Are we allowed to eat bees? Will this provide anything of note? Maybe we can eat honey. I guess honey's edible, right? Okay, just harvest the bees. Maybe that's food. They'll eat anything, right? If they're hungry. Because yeah, we're out of food completely. So I just have to hope that we can survive for the next 8 hours without people completely breaking down of malnutrition. Yeah, I can't relate, unfortunately. I've never really had like that type of morning amnesia thing, but oh my gosh. It's the only time I've ever had amnesia is when I did the oral surgery thing where they put you under. I wake up, I'm like, I don't know what happened. Because apparently you're actually awake during that whole thing. Like, you just don't realize you're awake. You're just like completely out of it. And by the time you're done, you're just done. It's so weird. 4 hours remaining, and then we will no longer land in the desert. The desert's such a huge thing to cross. Hate the desert. Desert sucks. I will never do a desert colony. I think I did a desert colony once, but it was with a river, which made it a lot more bearable. In fact, I probably could have... There's no river here, right? No. The desert run's just never fun for me, so I don't bother. What else can we do on the ship main body that we can use to at least improve our society? Let's add poured concrete over here. More concrete. Concrete for days. Everything is concrete in the end. When in doubt, we return to the concrete. I love it. You kind of like the... It is like the anesthesia moments, yeah. Infidivas develops sensory mechanites. What does that mean? Okay. Your pain is increased, but you can see, hear, talk, and manipulate things way faster. Your nervous system is working like crazy. But apparently you don't like it because it's hurty. So, can't do much about that. If you're in pain, then you're in pain. Alright, let's travel. Alright, we're out of here. Oh, we can land actually directly at the cave system. So we're going to do exactly that. We're just going to land immediately at our destination. Let me make sure I have a GravTech research going on. Oxygen network. Okay, let's go. Next, land there. Everyone go. Perfect. Trust me, we're going to get bionics at some point. We just don't have enough materials to justify making a lot of bionics yet. Eventually, we will. But for now, we're trying. We are definitely trying. Okay, let's go. Continue onwards. You can get a colonist. You're free to buy a colonist. It's just gonna be, you know, just keep in mind that we don't have a lot of space right now. And I'm hoping this will give me at least like another 200 grav panels. 200 grav panels I think would be enough to at least get the expansion that I'm looking for. Okay, welcome to... Oh, that's a lot of bugs. Oh, that's a lot of bugs. Okay. We gotta go to this cave entrance. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go here. I don't really care about landing anywhere over there. We'll just go focus on this thing. We need to immediately go over there, kill everything. We're just gonna burn it all down. Well, destroy everything anyways. Okay, so we're gonna do this, and then we're gonna immediately go zone, expand area, allow area 1. So we're gonna go, this is allowed. And then we're gonna go over there and kill everything. So we immediately go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Sun can and Kefir as well. I might need to swap Kefir's weapon out. Funbound too. Because we have to kill every bug before I'm willing to let the rest of our colonists go out and explore. It's too risky. Also make sure everyone's set to area 1 for now. Yeah, get Funbound over here. So we start baiting them out by just a couple shots. Okay, and then once that's destroyed, we can send Funbound in. Send a few more in there. Alright, actually, no, send Sun out. I don't want Sun dealing with that yet. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get this stack here. I'm going to get Sun to just destroy this manually, so I don't waste bullets on it. Airman Joker is on a fire starting spree for some unholy reason. I understand that you can't catch the streams. That's okay. It's not a... I understand everyone's got lives. And my streams are always at a very awkward time anyways, too. I do appreciate whenever people are able to make it, but I also understand, hey, you know, sometimes you just can't. Also just draft hunt for this. Okay. Okay, we kill all the moose, too. Alright, fantastic. Easy enough. You don't get the notice? I don't know, that's a Twitch thing. Twitch is probably just being really janky. Finish this stupid Mega Spider off. Oh, there's still more bugs over there. Get over here. Kill this. Don't let the bugs escape. I want them dead. Okay, perfect. There's still one more stack of bugs that we do need to execute, so let's go over here. And let's grab over here. Just so that we're completely safe. This is probably the jankiest way to do things, but I don't know. It works. Funbound's having a mental breakdown, unfortunately. I think she's been watching a long time. If you watch a long time and you're a regular watcher, you will get a lot of points very quickly. Twitch very much incentivizes just sticking around. Okay, so we'll have this stack go here. Hunt those down. We'll have Sun deal with this myself. Okay. Alright. Insects have been clear. Oh, there's still a few more here. Oh, Sun is not having a good time there. Okay, anything else we gotta worry about? Alright, let's have Alana rescue Sun. Actually, have Immortal tend to Sun now. And then... Okay, let's finish these off. Okay, you should be okay. We'll undraft everyone here. Okay, Kefir is on a murderous rage. Quickly convert this into a prisoner room. Yes, I understand. Let's just quickly arrest you real fast. If we can catch up to you. Come on, stop moving. Come on, Havel's getting closer. There we go, okay. So then Kefir, we're gonna quickly free you again. And then you can get all your stuff back. Okay, and then we're gonna quickly execute this thing. And then we're gonna give you your roll back. Just, I'm too lazy to do this. We're just gonna roll Commissar. Perfect, okay. Undraft you. And then we're gonna undraft Immortal's dying of what? And then we'll have Ranu come over here and rescue. And then you quickly finish this one off. And then we should be able to start... We should be making food now in large quantities. Yeah, so now our food problem is temporarily solved. And then... Just wait until everyone can kind of get back and figure out who's going to go get tended to over time. Because I need the people who are going to go into the pit to be healthy and ready to fight. You know what we should do? We should probably build entertainment. I just realized we have no way to keep people entertained. A simple radio, you know, with the tunes of the olden days would probably have helped, but I have not bothered to build that, and now I'm being punished for it. I don't know, we can put a darts board somewhere. Not really a spot to put darts, though. Yeah, it's not really a good spot to put a darts board anywhere. Until the ship expands, you know, we don't have much that we can work with. I also need to redesign this entire lower section here. I don't actually like how this has been designed. It's not the way I want it to look. Alright, so Ray... So I know there's going to be a lot of bugs down there. Infidate is not really able to fight with the male. Boomhouse can fight. Funbound is obviously having a mental breakdown, but should probably be able to eat now. And there we go. Meat is keeping everyone happy. Insect meat's okay, so we'll also make sure that's being converted into fine meals. This one should be in the insect one. And then... I think we killed most of the local elk population. That's even more delicious food for us. And all the chitin that we can also utilize. Alright, let's go. We're gonna send... Oh, we'll wait until one more day. A little rough to do it at night. Ah, Immortal has developed an infection in the kidney. Thankfully, we have some very, very powerful doctors that can just make those injuries magically disappear. The gutworms are still really rough, too. Like, the gutworms are causing us to, like, rip through all of our food, too. Maybe I should just put, like, a few hydroponics basins, and all these hydroponics basins do is just produce, I don't know, basic food. Travelers desire 39 medicine. I don't care who they are. I am not giving them 39 medicine. I don't have 39 medicine. I have 38, and they are not worthy of it. I'm not giving them that much medicine, sorry. In fact, I might just go kill them. Never mind, they're not really worth killing. They might be actual former NEKOGRADian soldiers, considering they have the NEKOGRADian gear. Or they might have stolen it. Any of those options are very much possible. Okay, flak armor. Okay, so what's next? We got flak armor, so we can actually get armor on our people now. Eccentric tech and moving towards automated fabrication is also an option. I think we'll avoid that for now. We'll come back to that later. Conveyor belt networks, if I wanted to play Factorio. Bionicle places can't be done until we have fabrication. Fabrication is after multi-analyzer, which we need anyways. So multi-analyzer into shuttle, into fabrication, I think is the next major goal. And then we will hit the in-between techs as needed. Because now we have the option to build... we can build animal regulators, so Bashi will no longer freeze to death. We can also build armored battle cloaks, which requires plasteel, but does provide a decent amount of armor. And also insulation and all that other fun stuff, like weapon handling and flammability, move speed goes down, stagger time reduction, carry weight. A lot of options here. In fact, I think I know who I'm going to give that to, but for now, it's not necessary. Oh my goodness. Hello. A group of Yitikin have just landed on top of you. Are you kidding me? Okay. I guess these Yitikin have chosen death for whatever reason. I'm more annoyed. Oh, Jesus. That's not good. No, you need to be very, very careful because I don't want to deal with the fact that... Okay, you have a gun. Fight here. Fight. I don't want them I don't want them to use their grenades though. That's like, oh god, not again. These Yitikin are very suicidal. Oh my god, he's about to destroy my bed, isn't he? Why are these Yitikin always like, I'm just going to grenade everything? Because now, okay. Because now Infidave is completely injured, missing a leg, or the right tibia is completely shattered, shoulder's gone. Let's see, Immortal's spine is completely shattered. So, essentially in one move, these people have completely crippled two of my most useful pawns in one single action. Airman Joker died too. I couldn't save you. Yeah, the blood loss from that giant explosion was just too fast, too quick. Okay, rescue here. Trust me, I'm trying to take care of everyone's injuries as fast as I can. Okay, you need to quickly rescue. I'm on a bed somewhere, I don't care where. Oh my goodness, this fight's still ongoing. Okay. Okay, undraft, okay. And then I need you. Okay, so we'll undraft you. Okay. Please go into there. You need to tend to Immortal, who's probably the closest person to dying. Havel's also close to dying too. But just tend whatever you can. Tend to Havel now. Immortal should be fine. Okay. Yeah, you just exploded instantly. I'm sorry, like, you saw that happen, right? They came in, popped a grenade, and said, peace out. They both died. All three of them died. And now I have to deal with the tragedy of all that, so... corpses go here. Non-animal corpses go here, so I want to make sure that this one goes hauled over there. And then this guy... let's see. Strip that out of him. Strip the pants off, and that, and all his grenades. This guy, take his grenades and his weed. Let's make sure we do this now before he's, dies. Okay. Perfect. Strip this guy too of what I wanted. Yeah, unfortunately, the other thing too is you're one of our better colony cooks, so your role is gonna have to be taken by someone else. Sun is not a good enough cook, so I'm not gonna let Sun cook. Infidave was our primary researcher, now he's gonna be our primary cook. Someone has to take over the role, so that's what I'm determining is going to be the new cook. I don't need this anymore because you were the person who was like constantly breaking down about that, so it's fine. Put this there. And I mean, that's one less body to feed, I guess. I'm not gonna capture this man. We're gonna kill him. Camera. Okay, so all of our... Oh my gosh. Okay, the fact that I have three... Like, okay, the fact that Immortal's spine is completely shattered and Immortal can't do anything anymore is just really bad. I have no way to fix this right now. In fact, I'm gonna stop research. Yeah, we need multi-analyzer because you need fabrication to even get bionics, right? If we can get to bionic spines, we can get Immortal running again. And then that's probably like the first thing. So that's at least 3 more techs, right? Multi-analyzer, fabrication, bionics. That's at least 1,200 research points. Infidave is also in a very bad spot due to the shattered tibia. So he basically is half walk, like 20%, like can barely walk. I don't know if I can give you a prosthetic. I cannot give you a prosthetic leg, unfortunately. I'd have to just rip the whole leg out. Can we execute this one? I don't know why this guy's still alive. Let's just finish him off. He's not worthy of... He doesn't deserve to live. Okay. Yeah, drop pod raids are just going to be really rough on us. We don't really have a way to deal with a drop pod raid, I think, is the main issue. Okay. So what this basically means is Alana is going to be the colony cook and is going to have to cook every single meal in the colony for the foreseeable future because no one else can. In the meanwhile, I'm going to give Sun this ballistic shield. Needs someone to carry a heavy weapon, and Sun is going to be the main tank for the time being. What is your other injury? You got a stab scar? Okay, you know what? Take the flak pants while you're at it too. Take the pack vest. And you know what? Take a... That's good. Okay. So you'll be fine once you're not injured anymore. We'll run the funeral for our dearly departed. That was rough. That was so rough. Like 2 or 3 Yitakin committed so much carnage. And I didn't have a way to deal with it. It was just suddenly they were there and suddenly everything just went chaotic. But it's okay. You know, another comrade dies in the name of our adventure. You're free to join us again if you want. You can buy another pawn. But I'm gonna go send in another stack of people. Alright, 3 people into the pit. We gotta go to the cave. We gotta start exploring. Alright, everyone else will keep repairing the ship and maybe fixing up all the different broken bits and pieces. We can probably add some light here too. We can probably grab add a light like this. Yeah, some of these rooms are like complete darkness. Alright, so Funbound, Boomhouse, and Anya will be the first to explore the magic insect pit. Because we do need to figure out where our thing is. Dunyanin, you got your funeral. That's as best as we're gonna get you. Put you to the knife. Just have these guys following along. Okay, pull back. I could destroy the boom shroom. I'm gonna try that actually. That seems like a fun idea. I don't think they spot me, right? Are they moving here? No. So lob a grenade over there. No, lob it here. Run. Okay, I was hoping it was gonna explode, but it didn't explode nearly as much as I thought it would. Okay, so you have a gun. Switch to your gun quickly, and then see if we can just gun down these animals. Ideally before they start ripping us apart. Okay. Didn't work the way I thought it was gonna go. So now you're pretty injured. So why don't we have you tend here? We'll have Anya execute these. Hello, Grimel. How are you? Let's execute these. Okay, we're gonna have Anya keep exploring. A lot of people are just missing tibias now, which is a big problem. Okay, just keep moving. That boom shroom didn't explode, which is the more annoying part. I was hoping it was gonna blow up. Is there like a insect queen or something somewhere down here? You exit. Swap Funbound out for Ray. Send Ray in. Okay. Going down here. Anyways, how are you doing, Greenwall? Hopefully you're having a good evening. You need to reload your gun. Let's go down here. Chop this up. We're not taming no insect queen. We're here to destroy, because I'm just trying to find the grav panels. I don't care about anything else. Okay, so you reached to that end. It's probably up there. Maybe down here. Maybe over here. Okay. Where is this thing? I'm not crazy. Like, I haven't found it yet. I think with Ray it's still not enough. I need like more firepower. I think we don't actually want the PTRSs, quite honestly. Like, even though we have one, I think it's better to have like a PKM. Blow this one up here. At least Ray can tank probably if necessary. Where is this thing? It should be down here. Okay, hold on. That's a Mega Spider Cocoon. We probably don't want to walk over there, right? That's probably gonna cause issues. Okay. Oh my goodness. It's okay. I think it's over here. I think I see it. So this is where we're trying to go. Let's go navigate carefully over there and just start breaking this up bit by bit. There we go. Just let the little slopping sounds, you know, rush over your ears as we smack this thing around. By the way, do you like how the ship is finally having like a nice clean floor? Do you like the concrete look that's very paintable? I keep adding more of this real quick because it does look really nice as long as we have enough of it to go around, which we thankfully do have a decent amount hanging around. Try to give it a very consistent vibe. Perfect. Okay. I'm gonna have you stand over here. You switch to your primary. Okay, let's not do anything there. Okay, they're already jumping on us. Okay, unfortunate. Okay, your combat command. Let's go. Alright, we're gonna have to fight it off. Okay, I cannot get you out of the way. You need to move out of the way, buddy. Oh my goodness. Okay, Ray has a tank. Oh my god. Okay. Just fling a grenade. Can't fling a grenade. All right. Just your knife. I need Anya to run. Why am I just? Maybe I'm just like unfocused. I feel like I should have known that something bad was going to happen, and obviously I played that very poorly. Even though I knew I should have played it. Maybe I'm just out of focus right now. Because they're just getting run over by the bugs and they can't do anything about it. Like, it's just perpetual nonsense. Yeah. Okay, so now even if I send a second batch in there. Oh my god, why am I think I'm actually just unfocused. 3 hours. Well, yeah, so when was my last save? I'd like to reload that. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like I don't know if I'm just being like unfocused, but I should have been able to rip through that. I don't know. That's my fault. I'm feeling a little better today, yeah. I did just take some medicine, so that might have been also what might be causing my inability to think properly. Because one of those medicines is unironically a narcotic designed to help dull the pain. So that could be part of it, but I don't want to just blame everything on that. Oh, let's just not go there. Let's go here. Egg sacs. Just glow. Yeah, not far enough to come back. Sorry, we're not going that far back. We're only just going this far back. Screw this. Nope. Out of here. Nope. We're not sticking around. There's just no way to survive this. So are we just perpetually going to be under attack every single time with no chance to counterplay? You gotta be kidding me. Alright, hold on. We're leaving this cave. I'm so sorry for anyone who's watching and like thinking like, oh, this person's like decent at the game. No, I'm bad at this game. Let's just pull everyone out of here. We'll come back when we have armor and melee beaters that are not dying. Okay, we don't have to go in there and kill ourselves right now. We still need to figure out where the objective is. With that many insects, you do need melee fighters to kind of hold the front line or shotguns. And I think one of the biggest issues is that, God, I'm dealing with 3 pawns that can't do anything. Okay, so Ixonia could be a fighter, but we don't have armor for them. So we need to start building armor, weapons, armor kits. So people should be carrying composite vests, but composite vests you can't really make because you need Devil Strand, and we don't have Devil Strand. So even armor vest requires at least just steel and cloth, which I think we can make that. Oh, it has to be cloth specifically. So we can't, okay, so we can't even do flak jackets either. So if they go in, they have to just be able to fight. How do you actually, what is actually the correct way to fight insects in Combat Extended? That's what I need to think about. Other than explosives and grenades, which we have a lot of grenades. Where did this, oh, we captured him. Okay, well, can we clean up our base? We can't walk. Okay. We're gonna dump grenades in here too. All of our grenades. I want them in this thing. I don't want these hanging around. And then you need to take this man back to his cage. What am I doing with this green boy? I could just execute him, or we could convert him, or I could just rip his organs out. I think I'm not that mean. So I think what we'll do is we'll convert him and then we'll release him. Actually, no, that's another body I have to feed. I'm just gonna execute him. I don't want to feed another body. We just don't have the resources to feed more people. Even if he's a prisoner of war. There's no prisoners of war. There's just, he must perish. Okay. And Havel's under a mental breakdown as well. How long until we can upgrade? 10 points, okay. Actually, I have a better idea. We're gonna execute this man. Wait. I need a prisoner. I have a prisoner. There we go. Oh, you can't execute someone who's in a mental break, I guess, which is really weird. That doesn't make any sense. I don't care if he's psychotic wandering. We should be allowed to just grab him and then just execute him. All right. Kill him. This man killed 1 comrade and gravely injured 2 more. Now those 2 comrades are fighting for their lives. This man will be punished. We will execute him here on this stand. Alright. Everyone's happy. Due to the poor... Wait. I don't understand this. Okay, so it was satisfying, but due to the poor quality, you don't get any development points. What do you mean? It was... Alright, game. Alright, Rimworld. Whatever you say. At this point, I'm not going to question it anymore. I'll just accept it. Okay, so Ranu can shoot a gun. I think Ziryu, I'm gonna give you a shotgun anyways, because I prefer if you have a shotgun rather than anything else. And then let's make sure we have spare shotties sitting around. We don't. All right, I need to make another one. Okay. Also, our pawns, I think, want a bath. I'm just trying to think, like, where... okay, hold on. I'm going to send someone down there. Let's keep exploring a little bit. Maybe if I just send one person who's very in and out very quick. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to make another cloak. We're going to give it to... We're going to give this one to... Anya. We'll give this one to Anya. I want Anya in there real quick just to kind of explore. Just to see if I can find where this... thing is. The stupid core and panels. Alright, I'm gonna draft you, switch you to combat mode. Check over here. Okay, keep going. Why are you kind of slow? Okay. It really is just like a pit of nothing. It's just, you gotta hope you get lucky when you're like navigating this. Let's go up here. Maybe it's up here. Okay, no, we really do have to go over there. Ugh. Okay, let's save. So maybe this the trick is I think I do have to also just bait them out quickly. Save. We know they're in here, right? And they'll immediately run after her. I don't think she's fast enough, right? Yeah, okay. Just making sure. So I know for a fact now that she's not fast enough to run away from the insectoids. Or the insects. So the correct thing to do is basically have a firing line, or we need to just blow it up with guns, and then as they funnel out of there, we can just gun them down. That's how you're supposed to approach it. Also, I remember, I just want to see what's down here. Like, I tried seeing, it triggers like an event almost as soon as you walk in here. Yeah, okay, so it triggers an insect event, and you run away as fast as you can, but you're still going to get chased down, so there's no way to run past that. You have to fight it out. Okay. I just am trying to remember how these events operate. Okay. Well, I've learned a little bit more about how bad I am at this game, so that's always fun. Let's see. Yeah. Let me mute this real fast. That should be fine. So what do I need? I need more weapons, I need more grenades, and I need melee fighters that can handle the front line. Sun can handle the front line a little bit. I'd prefer Sun doesn't die, so that'd be important. We'll need a lot of more armor that can look appropriate with our current gear set. And we also need to make sure we have enough food for the time being. We have enough food to survive a little bit, but we'll have to kill more animals. A lot of rabbits are coming in, so we'll probably consume rabbits and kill more bugs, and hopefully that'll be somewhere to get us going. Really, it's just, can we get the research for bionics up and running? Okay. Someone's probably gonna end up dying, quite frankly. So we'll have to send... So once people are healed, we're gonna send in Funbound. Probably. The movement's super bad, though. We'll send Funbound. Pavel. I'm gonna switch Kefir off of the PTRS into something else. Probably the PKM. And then we'll send Ray, Sun, Boomhouse, and Anya. And that should be maybe enough to survive the insect hole and get the parts that we need. I think that's the only way to do this. I think that's the correct way to approach this. Anyways, I had fun. I know it was a little bit rough towards the end of the stream, but obviously this game's just a little stressful sometimes, and I'm probably just a little tired and all that. So I don't know what I'm gonna stream tomorrow, but we'll find out, comrades. Hopefully you enjoyed Rimworld. I'm enjoying the colony of NEKOGRAD. I just apologize again for the insanity of it all. We salute all of our, what, 3 comrades who fought valiantly on the front lines and died today. May they be remembered in the future. All right, have a good night, everyone. I'll be back tomorrow. Enjoy your evening. Say hi to Isoitiro. She's playing, what is this game called? Ball Pit. I like Ball Pit. It's actually a really good game. All right, good night, everyone. Bye.